be right back. Brief bio.
I'll also be doing a brief bio too, actually.
Do what you gotta.
Mm-hmm.
Previously on Legends of Eitherys. The party successfully infiltrated Halatali, the ancient fortress where gladiators across the land trained to fight upon the blood sands for entertainment to the old nobility that no longer called Ul'dah home. There, they confronted the information broker Barnabas Stonefield and brought him to heel, as well as vanquishing the Airbuster. With their prey in tow, they returned to the Waking Sands only to find none other than the Vice Admiral of Intelligence of the Limson Navy there, waiting to take them and release them back, in the hopes that their information might better serve the Limson Navy. Before the party could storm out in anger, they were stopped by none other than Thancred Waters, who enlisted them to be a part of a more clandestine operation, stopping another summoning, this time for the primal Ifrit. With the marching orders now in tow that they must start investigating the denizens of the Waking Sands more thoroughly, the group now exits the basement area, with Orlin taking the lead to exit the Waking Sands. And now, our story continues. Players, you now have free movement about Vesper Bay.
Wait.
Waiting.
Straight.
Yes,
Why was I moved back?
I moved you back because we're not in a downtime yet. We have things to do before we get to that.
Oh.
At least there's some people here that I can work with. Seems like Aranje, Thancred, and Orlan are definitely better than the fucking government officials here.
At least somebody has to be effective in all of this.
Also, seems like they have dealt with this type of shit before.
Probably be best to consult them on these matters and ensure we're not playing into a trap or anything.
Do that. Though I can safely say that I would rather be working with people that are used to this business than those who are simply doing it for coin. There's a degree of integrity that I can appreciate. And so sure. I'll keep them in mind.
At any rate, we just need to prepare ourselves for what's to come. We're going to be doing a lot of traveling, and we don't know what we're going to run into, so we better be ready.
Wherever the winds may take us. We'll figure it out.
Well, no use in sticking around here. Want to go check out the town at least a little bit?
Sure. Let's see if there's any improvements since our last visit. found a few useful things back there. I even got a couple of documents that I'm sure I can use.
As Decian, Nyx, and Abra exit the Waking Sands, Orlin is busily chatting up several people over here. Though a quick look at his eyes say that they're moving elsewhere. They're looking around at various people. It's like he's searching for something. It's not obvious what it is, though.
He's working an angle. Best not to disrupt him and just watch for now. And with that, Decian's gonna move this way. And just move to watch the combat in the center. But in this angle, he has a decent sight line of not only the combat, but also his allies.
All right.
And thus he can just kind of watch on.
So, Decian, may I have you go ahead and roll perception? All right. So, upon settling in, you can see that these two are going at it with each other. Axe wielder versus axe wielder, and they seem evenly matched on that front. It's not the best form of sparring that you've seen, but it's definitely a better matchup than what we saw with Rodrim and Wardrow. Yeah, as you're watching this, your ear picks up a conversation coming from this couple over here. What happened to that little guy that was hanging out at the tavern over there? Oh, him? Don't know. Creepy fellow. He seems awfully antsy ever since that Barnabas guy got dragged back. What do you know about that? Only what everyone else has been saying. 6 adventurers came in day 1 and just dragged the guy back. Honestly, kind of impressive. Well, with that particular thorn out of our side, I imagine things are going to change around here, and not for the better. A lot of business is going to be going away now that that particular mark isn't around. Well, I should probably be looking at heading that way soon myself. Besides, I got folks up in the Shroud who want to see me again, and I think I've just lost my last excuse for keeping them waiting. Meanwhile, we have a dragon and a cat.
Oh, well, seems another sparring match is going on.
I mean, isn't that what that's used for?
Of course, but everything seems so convenient for Barnabas, wanting to be pulled back, putting up a defense of a Shinra product. There are so many red flags here. It's incredibly concerning.
Why do you think I was as upset as I was?
Of course, but
I mean, we brought him back. The least they could do is actually fucking interrogate him.
of course, but he knew all of this. It felt like he knew all of this was going to happen. Whether or not he did, I don't know. He might have.
Oh,
just
he
been playing the risk.
absolutely did. There was no doubt about that.
But that's
This isn't the first song and dance.
and that's the scary thing. What is this plan? There's got to be something much more sinister going on. I feel like we're going to be right in the middle of all of it.
At any rate, we're here now, so we might as well prepare for the worst of it, right?
Yes, but keep your eyes and ears open. You know how I am.
You know how I am. Oh,
Well, well,
all right, we're
certainly
still
are.
doing that even after all these years. Good to know.
We are a married couple.
Anyway, I heard that materia vendor was in town, so I wanted to go take a look at them real quick.
Get an idea of the prices. I want to see if we can capitalize on something.
Out of character,
different vendors, different materia, so we'll see.
Out of character, I may have goofed and not been able to list the material prices on the overworld map. But if you reference the list of things that I typed out on the server, we'll use that until such time as I can get that stuff listed out myself.
Yeah, there's only one I want for now. I believe I already even posted that.
Yeah.
So, pretty much, yeah, I'm just gonna end up buying that right now, and she'll get it slotted to her armor. Or whatever it can slot to. I don't know. I gotta look at that materia.
All right.
I believe she was up here.
Yep, that would be her. Well, hello there.
Good day.
I
Nyx is just gonna like loom over the counter, just looking down at all the spheres.
These are materia, and you can afford these, correct?
Depends. I'm taking a look to see what you have first. It seems like you do have some that are on the cheaper end.
Yes. Well, she pulls up what looks like a placard that has several price listings written up in chalk. This is currently what I have on my lower end. So, if you want to take a look at that, we can start there, and I can get that fitted out for you.
She's gonna look over and see the safe materia, and just kind of point her claw over at that. That looks handy.
All right. You do have the gill for that, correct?
She'll nod.
Wonderful, then. She seems rather relieved that someone can actually afford what she's selling.
Things tight around here for everyone.
I get a lot of window shoppers who scare off other clientele that might actually be able to afford what I have. And frankly, it's nice seeing someone who's actually here and able to buy. It's far less common than you realize, especially in materia vending. Now, do you need any refreshers on how you go about fixing this to either a weapon or utilizing it yourself?
Overall, she would be utilizing this one herself because of the effects that it gives. It's just simpler to do that. But overall, I do not need the refresher. However, the viewers, I think you've only done it once, and it's been a few sessions, so it might be good to refresh them in general.
All right. So for viewers, the way material works is you can either use it in static fashion. This is useful for casting spells with materia. You can affix it to weapons and give weapons a specific elemental or a damage buff or accuracy buff if it is the correct kind of materia, or you can affix it to armor and buff it that way. Imagine someone who is weak to fire affixing fire materia to their armor, and now they are resistant to fire damage. That is the kind of power that we are talking about.
And with the materia that I purchased, it pretty much grants me a +1 resistance to bonus roll to rolls like for will saves, reflex saves, fortitude saves. So like for that type of materia, it's best just to utilize it as it is. But she will put the 1,000 gil on the table and hold her hand out, expecting a materia to be put there.
And not reaching onto the table where her display was, she actually reaches down into a crate beside her, fishes around in there, and then places the materia that is in that crate into Nyx's hand. Nyx and Abra, go ahead and roll perception.
Oh, my favorite.
This is going to be a pretty steep check. Ooh, Okay. Next with the
I don't have
16.
good perception, so don't rely on me for that.
Yeah.
Okay. Neither one of you see anything.
Would any knowledge? No, my knowledges aren't as good as my perception.
Yeah. And the detail that was hidden in there, at least with the display case, is very difficult to make out. But if anyone else can come over and get a 20, you will learn a secret about the display case.
Well, I will say I did recommend the rest of the party purchase a material like this for themselves. In general, it's just good to have little bonuses like that, especially if they come cheap.
Materia is, in many ways, like a plant you keep at home. Take care of it, water it religiously, let it get lots of sunlight, and it will grow into something truly spectacular. Meanwhile, a rat girl is on her way out of the Waking Sands.
The Waking Sands was the place I'm in right now, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. It's the board. Oh, Lillian, hi. How it goes?
It goes good, Anya. What about you?
How's good? I looks at Mordro like very much focusing on whatever it is they're doing.
I have no idea what I'm doing.
More math.
Probably.
Mordro, how's your math going? Last time you did math was I dare not say it.
Yeah, I think it's time for me to put this away. In any case.
Mm-hmm.
Out of character, what did I miss?
Not a whole lot.
No, hold on.
Pretty much just remembering what happened last session into being told, okay, we're free to do whatever we need to prepare before we leave.
Specifically, Orlin has asked everyone to look out at the Waking Sands, take stock of who all is looking out of place, nervous, or just different now that Barnabas has been captured.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
I was actually seeing if anyone wanted to go buy something or not. Like, we have a lot of money now. Well, not a lot of money, but money enough so we can afford something of use.
You do raise a good point, honestly, and it wouldn't hurt.
I would be not opposed to restocking.
Excellent. Sounds like an idea then. I guess follow me?
Wait,
Not
do
like-
I?
Not like I know what I'm doing, but I guess I am. I don't know. All right, I need to presume to the soldier that I got the airbuster. Oh,
Oh yeah, did we ever tell them about?
they're over there.
The news has not been broken to them yet, actually.
Oh,
Raiden is currently hanging outside with Aegis, but a
Yep.
lot of them are currently sitting inside.
oh, you. I need to break the news to the soldier that we got the airbuster. Want to come with or?
May as well.
I don't suppose why not.
And yeah, we'll wave at Desian if they see her.
Oh, look. The other girls are going along.
Yeah, let them do what they'll do.
And yeah, we'll approach, but like calmly, cautiously, to not like instigate anything like last time.
Raiden looks rather composed right now. Interceptor is just lounging on the ground.
Gotcha.
And as he's leaning back against the riser over here, he looks over and sees the three adventurers approaching. It seems everywhere you go, more and more things have happened. I trust your mission to Cutter's Cry was a success.
With the Chimera, yes, we got to the Chimera and we managed to subdue it together. And oh, hi, Desian. And well, I was told by your what are they called again? The
Handler.
The handler, yes.
Yeah, the Turk.
I was told, yeah, the Turk handler from you asked me if I ever saw any news about the missing airbuster that I should report it to either you or the handler.
It would be useful information in our hands, and it would certainly take a great deal of work off our plate were we to learn something else about them.
Well, you'll be happy to know that we took a huge amount of work from your plate, seeing that we did end up subduing the airbuster as well and destroying it.
Raiden raises a hand over, placing it just over his mouth and nose for a moment, as if thinking, closing his eyes in thought. Lillian, Enya, Mordro, and Desian, go ahead and roll Sense Motive.
Oh boy.
Oh.
Oh, I have no hero points. Okay. Sensible evil. Oh. Desian gets to roll this too, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I do. Give me a sec.
Mhm.
Of course.
Nat 1. Okay. Desian is Desian was a little late joining the group, so they kind of missed everything going on. So whatever they did see, they didn't really have the context to connect it with. But everyone else,
That makes sense narratively.
they can see that Raiden is actually smiling at this news. The six of you are just full of surprises. First, you escape the mob, you slay a chimera, you've captured Barnabas Stonefield, and now the airbuster itself has been laid low.
I should let you know too that I believe it was Barnabas that was controlling the airbuster. I think they may have tinkered with it some.
That's hardly surprising. As I understand it, and I am certainly of no ability to know better, as technology has never been a forte of mine, but there are numerous redundancies that are designed to make an airbuster resistant to tampering or malicious control. But it would seem that he has gotten past it. For all the good that it did him anyways.
I'm actually more confident in, approaching you and your what's her name? I have it in her notes. Hold on.
The handler's name is Eve.
Eve, there we go. Yeah, I just saw it. I'm more confident approaching you and definitely Eve about stuff. Now, I mean, I've had my opinions about Shinra before, but I think you and Eve are alright, and honestly, Farm Boy too. Is just that I just wish the confusion would be solved already regarding that time he wanted to kill me.
He has his own motivations. I'm not going to pretend to justify them or understand them. Many of those opinions you had about Shinra, some of them are justified, and the individuals operating in its name are in times worthy of scorn. However, you are wise to consider that not all is as you have seen it to be.
Well, it's as huge groups usually have their bads and their goods about them. I just have to find the good in things, I suppose. Although, I think think Farm Boy is just mad that he accidentally may have saved my life back then. Maybe, I don't know.
You would do well to keep clear of him. Many things have happened to him in the time since I've known him. And many more will soon happen. He has to weather that storm and deal with what he has, and deal with everything that comes to him. Whether he has the strength to do so is another matter entirely.
I will definitely steer clear from him, and I guess hope he's fine. He did save my life after all, so I still feel grateful to him even though he did try to kill me. But I ended up disappearing and he couldn't track me down later. Although, if there's something I can maybe help with in the future, I'd be down, but although I don't want to impose or anything. But in terms of helping with the more business, like if I see any more airbusters out there, I think we can get into a good business agreement together.
I believe Shinra will be disinclined to allow the airbuster to go into production with recent events. Thank you for that, by the way.
Enya will like extend her arm to like offer a handshake if Raiden accepts it.
Raiden reaches an arm out to shake Enya's hand. However, he does wince as one of his arms is still injured from yesterday's events.
Oh, are you okay?
The injuries will take some time to mend. Nothing I can't walk off.
I could cast Cure on you.
Believe me, I'm more than capable of casting such spells on my own and to much greater effect. Raiden would say before using his other hand, and you can see what looks like white sparkles appearing upon his palm. The injuries are deep enough that they will not mend with a simple healing spell. Time is of the essence when it comes to mending these sorts of things, and it will only flow as fast as time goes.
Oh, I see. You have a big internal injury, then I see, not something that Cure can easily fix. I get it. My mom had a bunch of those before.
She sounds like a brave woman.
Maybe I'll introduce her to you one day. She's known as the Fury of Lockworm.
Now the pieces are coming together. Say, Rat Girl.
Why does everyone call me Rat Girl?
You are a Burmesian, and Burmesians are not common out here. Still.
Fair enough.
Do you know why it is you will be looked upon favorably by many soldiers, myself included?
Not particularly. I guess I do good business, but I'm down to hear. I'm all ears.
Shinra, at the end of the day, is a business, and a business's sole aim is to profit. Sometimes it can do so ethically, other times not so much. But if it can find a cheaper way to achieve a similar objective, it will do so without reservation.
See, that's the thing that I do like gaining profit myself quite a lot. Believe me, I love money. I love Gil. However, I'm more interested in the more patient side of things,
I wasn't done.
I apologize, sorry.
Your team's ability to destroy the Airbuster has prolonged the career of every soldier currently under the employment of Shinra, myself included. The Airbuster had a very specific purpose, and that was to remove the human element of engaging and destroying iconic and primal threats. And because 6 adventurers are now on record as having dispatched an Airbuster in open combat, the only true answer right now, at least in any reliable fashion, is to return to relying on soldiers.
I think soldiers are very reliable, in my opinion at least.
So in other words, we basically just gave you guys your job security back.
You did. While I doubt you've incurred any true favor that you can call upon at will, do not think for a second we aren't all thankful in some capacity.
Well, in some part, I'm very grateful to be able to help at least partially Farm Boy to a degree. I still owe him.
Perhaps someday he will have the sense to say thank you. Now, Interceptor feels that the night brings a chill. Is there anything else I can help the four of you with?
Just know that I'm, well, if I can help keep businesses afloat and ethically stable with long-term profit gaining, I'm down for anything.
Sadly, I am not one for finding business ventures and retaining that information to pass off.
Of course.
That sort of information, even coming from me, would cost you something. A price I don't believe you would be willing to pay.
No, that's quite alright. I think what I'm trying to say is that I think you can count on me as an ally. If you need something done, or if you think you don't have the time to deal with something minor, maybe I can deal with it.
I'll keep that in mind. And to the rest of you, the three of you have been rather silent.
Oh yeah, the event. I don't know why the adventures are so silent. Lillian, go right ahead. She tries to push you forward.
She looks right at Anya and just kind of sighs. We were just letting you talk, that's all, dear Anya.
I mean, well, in the end of things, I'm just the merchant of the group, so.
You see Wardrobe just like sort of stare at this. Keep telling yourself that.
Oh, just to stare, not saying that out loud, or.
He says that out loud.
What do you mean?
By virtue of engaging in combat as well, and also venturing forth on these adventures. You too are an adventurer.
I mean, maybe just part-time, but, you know, good day, Raiden. She just, like, kind of, like, gives a mini bow. Also, good day to you, Doggo. Yeah, good day.
Well, like she said, we were mainly here to let you know about the airbuster and its condition. I will
True.
also take my leave. Have a good evening.
Good evening to all of you as well. Aegis, come. With that, these two head up the stairs and enter.
As Enya was walking back to kind of like escape from like, I'm not an adventurer. She's also Nyx. Nyx,
Oh, there you
good
are.
day.
So we scouted the materia vendor.
Ooh,
Yes. I suggest everyone purchase a safe materia and affix it to their armor. Be a good idea for everyone to have anything to assist us in our duties, and safe materia relatively are affordable here. We might as well grab one for personal use.
Now,
Very
safe
useful.
materia, huh? I wasn't considering a safe materia, but sounds good.
Overall, any addition to defense is good defense.
How much is it? 1,000 gil? I may need to
1,000
take the
gil.
It
money.
wasn't too bad, but I don't know how many they have in stock, and we just bought 2 of them.
I'm going to
I
take
mean,
1,000 gil out of the general stash.
I was about to say I'm out of character. I'm also going to need to take 1,000 gil. Out
Yeah,
of the
any
general
money
stash.
that you need and we agree upon, absolutely. That's what it's there for. Use it.
Is safe
Okay.
materia the support materia?
It's the +1 to all reflex, fortitude, and will saves.
Yeah, I'm gonna check the prices to see, like, not the prices, like the thing, so I can like copy paste everything I need to the character sheet.
Excellent.
And you will also get a safe materia too.
In the interest of expediting, unless there's something you want us to see there, would it be a good idea for us to sort of fast track the buying process?
Go ahead and fast track that. We already did the whole rigmarole with
Yeah.
Abby, Nix, and merchant, so we don't need to do that again.
Oh, it's independent materia. Okay.
Yep. So
Easily
that's something
done.
like you can equip to armor, and it'll just boost your resistance. Well, give you saving throws +1 in this
Can
case.
someone remove 1,000 gil from the
I got
the
it.
stash? Okay. Thank you.
So,
And
Attuned means that it's affixed to the character, right?
Yeah, you would put it on your armor.
Oh. I can only attune one materia at a time.
What's your other material?
The other materia is lightning materia.
ignore
You're
the
using it offensively, though.
ignore the attunement, and just know that using it now counts towards leveling it up. So, players, you've all had a chance to run around, rub elbows with everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and start comparing notes.
Overall,
I've
good.
eaten all my pizza stars. Oh, sorry.
we didn't find out too much, but it seems like the materia business is having a hard time. She keeps getting a bunch of window shoppers, and she seemed pretty antsy around us.
Oh, if you want, I can talk to her.
That's up to you, but overall, that's all we got out of it.
Talking to her.
Yes. You speak business, go right ahead.
What'd you
Sorry,
guys
have I
find
ever-
over there?
Well, we were talking to Raiden about the airbuster. Sounds like Shinra was planning to phase out the use of people, for lack of a better term.
Relying on just machines to do their dirty work.
Effectively, yes. Although by proving that it can be dismantled in the manner we did, has given Shinra's reconsideration. And
We weren't
incidentally,
even trying.
the rest of their personnel, job security.
Honestly, that I'm glad we did it. Because that's kind of a bad way of thinking. You don't have something who can't think defend people. Sometimes you need to make some decisions on the fly, and the machine can't always do that.
Especially when it involves primals.
Exactly. They may do good all in themselves. Machinists definitely have their work cut out for them. She eyes a specific doggo right next to her.
Amelia
However-
looks right back at her.
However, it's not safe to rely on such methods. You still need to be able to rely on your own smarts, your own strengths.
Put
However,
it nicely.
using a tool is using a tool, and you use a tool to the best of their abilities every time.
Of that we're of accord. That said, I need to get some ink. I did come across a few other documents within Cutter's Cry. Not Cutter's Cry, excuse me. What was the other place? Halatali. There we go. I did come across a few documents in Halatali that I couldn't read there, but maybe I can restore it, at least one of them.
Desian,
Well.
you came across one other piece of information that the group should know about.
I did,
Okay.
but I hadn't gotten to that part yet. I was
Yeah.
mentioning that for plants, but no. But there is something of note that I did learn. With that, he moves a bit more this way. To make a long story short, there was someone within the tavern that left, having gotten really nervous after the fact that Barnabas was captured. There's also concern that with Barnabas gone, a number of the more adventurous businesses in this area will be disappearing and people are going to be looking to move out of here. While I doubt that it's just Barnabas that kept this entire city, this entire town moving, one must be mindful of the effects that such a high priority takedown could do. Though it seems some people who have relatives in the area are looking to try their hand at some of the other major cities. For example, we have not been to Gridania yet.
Personally, I'd love a visit to Gridania again. Be nice to go back to the house.
It would be nice to go home, honestly, for a bit.
It just Destiny looks between Lillian and Aberra's like, this would
Oh,
be
you
a
live-
homecoming for you.
You live in the Lavender Gardens as well?
Yes, I do. I've been in Lenosha most of my time with studying, but I am from Gridania.
To be fair, we haven't been home in a while. Do you think it's safe to even go back?
Yes, that is something to consider. Feel like as long as we travel together, we should be fine.
I mean, I do keep tabs on it on the regular, but you know how I go about that.
Still, if the dead man wants to show his face, we'll put him in the grave proper this time.
Took the words right out of my mouth.
I do kind of want to see home proper, not just a quick in and out.
It would be
Last
nice.
I was there, everything was still in order, so we have that going on us.
It would be nice to see the house. Sleep in bed for once.
We have enough to house everybody, by the way, so don't worry. I know you would want to go home yourself, Lillian, if you're in that neck of the woods as well, though.
Honestly, I would. I would like to see how the family's faring, at least for a brief respite.
But in that case, I'm not sure how large your house is, but ours is large enough to accommodate.
I
I
think
gotta steal for my property.
if it is all the same to you, I think it'd be better if we stayed at your guys' place. My siblings can be a bit rowdy.
Well, you already know the dangers of being around us, so if you're okay with putting up with that, then you're more than welcome to stay.
I'm perfectly fine with that.
Very well. Then if we head Gridania route, then we can go ahead and stop there, and that can be our accommodations.
Means we won't have to pay for accommodations as well.
I already pay a fucking... Never mind. Taxes are evil.
No.
Y'all wonder why I was broke.
Meanwhile,
Nyx has been paying taxes on her property.
Ah.
meanwhile,
07.
Enya, do you want to do anything with this shopkeeper?
Of course. Enya would be like at the beginning of that entire conversation, Enya just ran over to the shopkeeper and like kind of looked at the materials like, ooh, oh my goodness. These are a lot of materia.
They are. Are you looking for anything in particular?
Well, I was actually looking into the purchase of a safe materia for me and all of my adventure friends, although I am considering another materia as well. Ooh, what is this? She doesn't touch anything, she just like points at it so that she's not touching it. What is this one? Looking at a yellowish materia. The skill materia, ideally.
So this would be a skill materia. It does take a bit of finagling to get it to work exactly the way you want to, but this can be used to help steady your hand at certain crafts, as well as give you a bit more of a practice mind about going about certain things. It is very finicky. It takes a lot of getting used to, but like most materia, spend enough time with it and it will start working for you.
That's excellent. Something I was looking for. Also a fairy materia. I'm sure it's one of the green ones. But I wanted to ask, how's the business going? I didn't see any of your wares the first time I was around.
Well,
What
truth be
happened?
told, my wares got delayed on a shipment that was over here, so I was not able to set up shop
Oh.
immediately. However, now that they are here, I can begin selling. Are you ready to make a purchase?
Oh, sure thing. I do want the safe material right away to fix it to my armor.
Okay.
And I was actually wondering, all these materials are what's it called? Leveled in this world? Would be. Oh shoot. Okay, I need to pull something out of the kitchen. 1 second.
Go right ahead.
I'm gonna pull my materia out of the kitchen.
We've been
Big.
cooking this different materia for 2 hours. It's now ready.
The materia is ready. Okay, the materia rock candy.
I didn't know you were supposed to cook these things. I thought you were supposed to eat them.
There, you watched Crisis Core. You saw the materia making process.
True.
Oh my god.
Oh, Orlin!
I love absolutely.
Far.
Back when I was in ATS, I would make use of that particular Roll20 feature to no end, and it drove Glacy and Bryce absolutely nuts.
I really don't know how to do that proper.
So I can actually teach you right now. So take your token, have it selected. Hold down your left click so you can start moving
Oh,
around.
it's right click. I've never
Yeah.
tried that before. What the
Yeah.
hell?
So hold down with your left click, right click in the spot that you want to start with, and then just right click the entire vector path that you want your token to follow.
Yippee!
We.
The dragon has the zoomies.
I was about to say.
The irony is not lost on me. You.
Okay, I'm so sorry about that.
You're fine.
I'm back. It was just my soup that was in the oven.
Your
Oh,
super
wasn't-
soup. All right. Now, before your soup so rudely interrupted you,
Yes. So, do you have like a lot of like all these materials are just brand new, right?
that is correct.
Mm-hmm.
Part of it is these are made as a byproduct of either a lot of crafted items being used near concentrations of high unstable ether, or as a result of etheric fusion from the various reactors that Shinra Energy LLC runs throughout the world.
I see. Well, I was wondering actually if you're interested in doing some business with me. At this point, like Yenya would kind of like look at Avra and kind of like maybe calling her over.
Nope, I'm
Excitedly.
being summoned. 1 second.
What kind of business
Yes.
did you have in mind?
So, we were thinking that there are adventurers out there that would like material that is a bit more attuned and can offer a bit more to the person, but that they don't want to go over the process of having to make that materia work better for them. Do you get what I mean?
I think I track so far. However, that usually takes a lot of time.
Exactly. So, my idea was that we purchase the materia initially from you, we level it up per se to a certain degree, and we attune it and we give it better qualities and better effectiveness, and then you can resell it to new adventurers once we return the materia to you at a elevated price to basically pay for the entire process that it takes to attune, give like more potency and increase the abilities of your materia.
Not only that, it can be used as something as a safety concern. You are concerned about materia not being a fit for you, you can always purchase something a bit more powerful, and it's a security guarantee, knowing that this materia has been well trained to ensure that it gives its optimal performance in a situation where it could be life and death.
I have had several buyers in the past reach out to me about materia with elevated integration properties, and I haven't had anyone willing to actually undertake the hard part of actually growing that materia. But if the two of you are
Excellent,
willing,
then.
if the two of you are willing to do that, I'd certainly be willing to facilitate being the buyer on that front. Granted, this is very dangerous. I can't ask you to do this, nor can I take any responsibility if anything happens to you. But if you are able
absolutely.
to deliver what it is I'm asking for, I believe you and I have a lot more business we can be talking about.
Excellent. Actually, I believe all of the adventurers, and I included, would be able to be into this business.
The more the merrier.
Exactly. I was thinking maybe, I don't know what works for you, if some sort of like benefit to also help us in our journey, or a little discount towards buying material would work. When we return the material, we would just like resell it back to you at a discounted price so that you resell it then at an elevated price.
I think we can talk price once I can see that you're actually capable of attuning that materia. Now,
I think we are all quite capable.
What I'm saying is
sounds
I
as if
need
they-
more than just your word. I need to actually see
Yeah.
materia properly grown to the size that I would like to see.
I've not had materia in my use quite yet, although maybe some of my companions have materia that is higher level? I actually don't know. Does anyone have materia that's bigger?
Give me a day of training and this one will be leveled up. She's gonna set her unarmed materia on the counter before her.
The merchant would take a moment to look over the materia. I'm definitely seeing positive signs of growth. It's not quite there yet, but
I've been holding back. If I'm not holding back anymore.
more power to you then. Now, I have a shop to run, and sadly, I cannot run that shop if I'm talking to all of you. So,
But I am purchasing.
Oh, I know you're purchasing.
Pretty sure everybody that's talking to her right now has made a purchase, actually.
Yeah.
All right.
We're
so
all getting safe materia, right?
Yeah.
all right. So
Period. That's safe to consume.
Yeah, I've already subtracted my.
All right.
Yeah, we already did the mathematical bullshit.
Yep.
And this is the flavor bullshit.
I'm going to go
Uh,
ahead and
mhm.
consider this transaction complete.
Gotcha.
And with that done, Orlin is going to start pacing around as this particular bout concludes. And these two end up shaking hands and heading their way with two more people stepping into the ring.
Morty, we're gonna have to step in line at some point. You know it.
I have been wondering which of us would be able to win in a fight. To be honest.
Well, perhaps we can officiate that on our own terms. How have you all been doing?
Setting up business, as it would seem.
Yeah.
She would just kind of smirk as she looks over to Enya.
That's so.
Gotta make money somehow in this day and age, right?
Start small and then we have our own store.
Well, I learned something rather interesting.
You were very active down there.
Well, I do my best. I picked up a bit of information from a few of the onlookers that somebody found a non-mechanical listening bug that could be operated from outside of that tavern just to the south, where we've all been staying. Or I would say before pulling out what looks like a string and what looks like two plugs.
I thought it was gonna be an actual bug.
This was being operated by an individual who's made a habit of hanging out towards the south end of Vesper Bay. I do understand that merchants have always been looking to try and listen in on conversation, maybe gain a competitive advantage. There are better places to do it than Vesper Bay, so I'm wondering if I can compare that information to anything else any of you have found.
I probably have something there.
I'll hear it.
There was mention of a Lullafer that used to hang around a tavern that had gotten a lot more nervous when Barnabas was known to be captured.
If I had to take a guess, I would be a client or co-worker.
I
Most
might
likely.
even a source. They're the ones going to get the intel.
Would make sense that something like this would be in their arsenal. Just between being nervous, I've noticed that a lot with various merchants around here. And it wouldn't be out of the realm of possibility that they'd have some sort of a listening device to try and gain a competitive advantage. Do you know where this particular person is now?
Ooh, is there any chance I can like investigate this device myself and maybe use my merchant skills to figure out who would do such a thing?
You may.
On that point, though,
Mm.
I'm sorry, Scott, because you brought up a really good idea.
Yeah.
Could you know what? Could me or Nyx use scent to track it as well?
You
I
could.
do have dragon sense. I do have improper sense, so...
I also have the scent capability,
Or
funnily
imprecise,
enough.
sorry.
I'm sorry, Inya. You made a really good suggestion. I'm like, wait a minute.
Wait, our party is 2 cats, 2 dogs, a rat, and a dragon. That's insane.
Yeah.
I'm assuming your imprecise scent is 30 feet as well?
Let me see what my scent is.
'Cause mine's 30.
Mine's
Spider-Man pointing meme, but they're using their nose instead.
Usually 10 feet up if they're up 120.
Oy, okay, so
60 for me as well.
Straight stream told us to pet the dog just now, so the stream knows.
Pet the
Yes,
dog?
it is a crime not to.
You
Um,
definitely have the best, then. I have the second best, and then Morty, Pat.
I mean, yeah.
So, what do you want to try and do with this scent, or do we want to try and go with Enya's idea?
Enya was the one that made the first suggestion, so I'm fine with letting them make the choice.
All right.
To be
Alright.
fair, depending on if they crafted it themselves or where they got the materials, like, it's actually not a bad idea to, like, reverse engineer how they built this and where they got everything to build it.
All right. So, Enya, what kind of a skill check would you like to try and roll against this thing to better
Profession
understand?
merchant.
Okay, go ahead and roll it.
Before I do that, I'm casting guidance on myself.
Good call.
You know, that works.
She will flick her finger upwards and it makes a few sparkles. Let me see if I can take a look at this thing. Behold! Behold my profession merchant roll.
Ooh.
So,
26.
Uh,
That's actually a low roll.
So, as Enya examines the wiretap device, she becomes very familiar with the sort of construction and use that it has. It's the sort of thing that allows someone to essentially place one side of the bug against a solid wall and hear everything that's on the other side. Very difficult to make, but based on the materials, it was fashioned from very unassuming objects. Yet, while this might be the end of the investigation cycle for a normal investigator, the construction of the listening device itself suggests that it was made for someone of very small stature.
So, these devices usually are like fit to size, and this honestly seems like possibly Lalafell wanted this device specifically. These are hard materials to get across by. I don't know how this was made. This is very nicely done, actually. I'm a little impressed.
And weren't we just talking about a certain Lalafell looking nervous?
Rulolo, right?
Well,
Sounds like we're on the hunt for a Lalafell.
Wait, it couldn't be Rololo.
what did happen to him anyways? Orlin would ask.
He's in a live stream now.
I see. You're looking
We
for a
did
different
effectively-
Lalafell then. Don't suppose there's anything
Wait.
else you can glean from this.
So, sorry, I just out of character did a double tick live stream. I don't know what the live stream is. Am I like Twitch? Wait, no, it can't be Twitch. It has to be something that I don't know about this world.
Live stream is
live-
pretty much the life essence of the planet.
Okay, I get it now. Okay.
They're
Yep,
basically
that's all you
taking,
need
Sorry
to
about
know.
that.
they're taking a forever bath with Mako.
Yeah, the Mako thing. Okay.
Live stream
You're-
creates Mako.
Yeah, it's basically, the river of souls in the underworld?
Hmm.
Same principle.
River Styx.
But actually has physicality. We won't get into the practical implications of that, though.
yeah,
So,
just
Yeah.
all Decian said is they're no longer among the living.
so with
They
that
did.
said, is anyone else going to try and do anything else with this?
I
Where was
sneak-
this device found?
Orlin would lean himself up against the wall over here. He was going to try and do his best not to point. Found the device
See.
discarded by the entrance to the tavern just to the south of here. About, when you step out from the doorway, if you're heading outside, about 4 paces to the right.
Give me a moment.
Which, for those of you watching at home, that would mean Orlin found the device right there.
still an area we visited recently.
Correct.
Yeah.
I doubt he got anything. Doubt they got anything truly incriminating from all of you.
Still concerning because how often has he used this? We don't know that answer.
Well, based on what I've been
How does
able to
that-
glean from everyone else around the area, he was hanging out in that specific area a lot.
Probably
I
knows a
think
little
we
bit
s-
of everything.
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
I was gonna say probably means they know a little bit about everything.
Which just means we need to hunt them down. Quicker
We
the
get-
better.
We're gonna hunt them down, or Orla would say, stopping everyone for just a moment. We follow them to wherever it is they're heading, if they're heading anywhere, and they might lead us to something even bigger.
Leading the rat to the den, I see.
Your words, not mine, but yes, the principle stands. If it's all the same, though, I would recommend getting a better look at this person so we know who we're following. We'll let them set the trail, and we'll follow tomorrow morning, assuming they do leave during that time. Now, if it really is the Lalafell that was hanging out by the south side, few people mentioned he had gone inside to speak with that Turk. And if they're speaking with a Turk, it means they're likely trying to hire soldiers for something.
Add a character. Would that imply anything to us?
When you say imply anything to the rest of you, what are you?
Because we know what soldiers are primarily contracted for, right?
They're basically glorified mercenaries that, among their other jobs, are capable of taking on and slaying primals. They're supposed to be resistant to tempering as well.
Very much like an elite mercenary rank.
Mm-hmm.
Makes sense.
For them to be approaching the soldiers bodes ill omen.
I don't trust them as far as I could throw them. And I think I could throw one pretty fucking far.
I think the only one that we can trust is that Raiden fellow. He seems like an upstanding individual just doing his job.
No, not the circumstances that led him to Shinra. But I can at least respect them.
Well-
Everybody has their own goals in mind at the end of the day.
See if you can't get a better. I try and do the infiltration myself, though I doubt I'd be able to walk into an establishment like the one behind me. Orlin says, nodding back with his head, without getting spotted or approached by somebody. I'd draw too much attention. If someone were able to get in there, unseen or at the very least unnoticed, that might be ideal.
That sounds like it's time for my magics. You do know that I do have the ability to make you appear as if you're not yourself, right?
Oh.
I
I'd rather
suspected.
keep lookout out here.
I had suspected that you might have had an ability like that. So if you are suggesting what you're thinking, I definitely recommend I not be the one chosen. People are gonna notice if I'm missing. Goodness knows they've
Oh,
already
I'm-
noticed Thancred and Urianshi's disappearance.
I'm quite light of foot overall. If I can head in and take a look at things. It would not be that difficult of a task.
All right then.
Just need a bit of a scout from me. Pretty much see if we find the fellow, point him out, and see if we can get a trail on him, correct?
We just need to identify him so we know who it is we're following tomorrow.
Alright, that shouldn't be too bad. Let me see. I could disguise myself as another individual, or I could just disappear. I feel like disguising myself would be the better call overall, though. Rather than having someone try to bump into me while I'm invisible. It'd be a bit difficult to just shrug off.
All right, I'll leave you to it then.
Thank you.
With
You
that,
would
Orlin
cast.
would step away and head back towards the villa to get himself ready for tomorrow.
Guessing Orlin took the device with him.
Yeah, he's actually no. I'm gonna say that Orlin left the device with Enya because they may need. Granted, unfortunately, the device itself would not work with Enya because it's made for small people.
My ears are huge. Okay, never mind.
That's the problem.
I know. I can sell this, you know.
I wouldn't sell it. Not right now.
Might
know,
come in
but-
handy.
Later, or maybe someone can use it.
We might find someone able to use it. May as well keep it with us.
At any rate. How about I go cause a disturbance at the training field and just take it over, threatening anybody to try to best me? And I'll draw a commotion towards the training area. You walk in, do what you need to do. At least out here, people will be focused on what's going on there.
I think,
Then that
while that happens, I will take the form of you know what? I'll be a Lalafell. And head on in.
And
try
this
to
is
see if
when I
can
walk
find
away.
some-
I cannot be married to a Lalafell.
Oh no, no! How dare you! Back here!
Actually, Miss Abra, that sounds like
Yes.
a great idea. With you being a Lalafell, you could use maybe this device.
Oh. Actually, yes, that does bring an interesting incursion. Let me see. Not exactly sure if this magics will let me fully become a Lalafell in that form. It is just an illusion, but
Oh, like it's an image and not like an actual physical thing?
yes.
Oh, I see. I'll keep
It is a magical illusion.
I will keep the device on my hand then, for now.
in that case, I may stay out here and aid Nyx with her distraction.
Excellent.
I'll be keeping an eye on things then.
So, it is the building to the south, Verdesian, correct?
It was the building to the north that the Lalafell was seen going into.
Alright.
Oh, straight out of character question. Do we have like a full rest where we got all of our HP, mana, and stamina back, or no?
That's going to be happening as soon as this is done.
Okay.
And that's also when downtime happens.
Also,
Oh, I see.
also, question to GM.
Sure.
May I roll survival to check the scent of this location?
You may.
Of course I roll low when I really don't want to roll
Well, okay. Question. How long were you taking in your attempt?
I've been here since he mentioned where it was. I walked off. I've been there trying to find it the whole time.
Would you prefer to take 10?
Sure.
Okay. So that will, instead of being a 9, that's going to be a 15. So you capture the scent of an individual who has been standing out here for a while, and you can tell that the pathway leads you along the line that I'm going to trace for you in orange. If this thing wants to... Oh, That orange line I've drawn for you is the pathway they've taken.
He sent us to look at the building, and then put his attention back to the fight before getting up and moving this way. At this point, he's also taking a moment to look around for other points of entry. Though, for the most part, he's going to most likely be staying put. Not do anything nefarious or attention grabbing. He's just looking around.
So, at a glance, it looks like there's only one way to physically enter or exit this particular establishment, and that is by this door over here. However, there are several windows that allow you a look into the establishment. And surprisingly, this area over here is completely unwatched.
As he gets to right here, he's gonna quietly glance over to the side this way. And then over to Nyx, and then to the fight. And as he's just kind of staying there and watching for it, but he just kind of slips back this way.
There are a number of windows over here that will allow you a look in.
Okay.
So, if you want to try and climb up onto the foundation, you can get a look in.
Sure.
All right, so go ahead and put you up there, and then peeking in, you can see this is a much better establishment than the one that you're staying in. Point of order: had you all insisted on staying here, the cost of rooming and lodging would have been at least 5 times what you were initially paying for the 2 rooms that you had.
Oh, fun.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
So,
No.
And you would have had many complaints about that.
I mean, you would have had people like offering to take your clothes and get them washed and pressed for you just in time for the morning. And, among a number of other services like better food. How do you feel about starting off every morning with a +4 buff to all your saving throws and 2 of your base stats?
Oh, now that you're mentioning food buff, that's different.
Yeah,
So-
hold on. That sounds good.
You know,
it's
5-star
also-
hotel treatment.
Yeah. So, as Decian looks in, he can see Rodream seated and talking back and forth with several people who it looks like he's in the process of negotiating work from them. And he's also talking a bunch of shit, because of course he is. Over here you can see Eve chatting up with several merchants about something. Just over here, Decian's nose hones in on the individual whose scent he had picked up. And they are talking with several soldiers about something. What it is they're talking about, Decian wouldn't be able to hear from all the way over there. But this guy is definitely the same person that you've all been seeing time and time again, posted up over here.
Okay.
Out of curiosity, can Decian see their facial expressions, or at least anything that might give him context as to what they're talking? Well, not necessarily what they're talking about, but the type of thing they're talking about.
He can't really see their face because this Lalafell is facing away from them. But based on how quickly their head is moving, Decian can see that they are talking fast, and he's constantly pointing at the table, going this way, that way, the other way. He's obviously got a lot he's trying to get through, and these 6 soldiers appear to be just nodding and going along with it.
So, I'm gonna see if I can get any more information
Okay.
from their body tells. And of all things I can roll at this time, I suppose it'd be, let's see, not perception. Well, perception would be nice, but probably something more in depth.
Maybe sense motive?
Probably sense motive.
All right, go ahead and make
Sense
the roll.
motive or linguistics.
They're the same either way.
I was gonna say that's the only other thing that I could think to even work in this scenario, because linguistics you'd be able to pick up on mannerisms and such.
Yeah. You know what? Sure.
Ooh.
Dirty 20.
Okay, so you can tell based off of the way their arms are moving, the way their head's moving, that he's obviously briefing them on some sort of he's hiring them for a mission. You know that much. But by the way he's going about it, he on some level understands that what he's doing is dangerous. There are a few things around here that could make a potential mission, even for a soldier, dangerous. You know what? I'm gonna give you guys one more little thing that you can piece together. So Decian is watching through the window as the Lalafell is pointing at the table on something. Perhaps there's a map there, but it's a little difficult to see if there's anything on the table from Decian's specific angle. But he's tracing what looks like a very specific pattern across the table. It's repeated enough times Decian can easily remember what that particular shape looks like when they're tracing their finger across the table. But without a look at what it is on the table he's tracing his finger over, all he has to work with is the specific pattern. So that's what Decian gets. Meanwhile, Abra.
So, before we go transition, I will say this.
Okay.
Decian is going to go ahead and he's going to get the information. He sees that they're talking about something serious, possibly a mission, and the shape that's being drawn, and he decides, okay, I don't want us to get caught. I'm going to go ahead and back up, and I can't leave my tokens and help. I'm going to go ahead.
You've gone too far.
I got stuck on the wall. Just like going to back up and help. I need to get down.
Help has
Thank you.
arrived.
Just back up, crouch down, climb down, and quietly just make his way over to the others to explain, here's what's going on, or what he can see. And what he's going to communicate with this is simple. Where the person is in the room, the fact that they have 6 soldiers around them, the fact that there's something being discussed, that's very important, and there's something on the table that he does not see. But nevertheless, he does explain that the person that they're looking for is a Lalafell to the left.
All right.
Around 6 soldiers.
Okay. Abra. Care to waddle your way in and see what's going on?
That's what I was going to do. I was going to wait for the distraction by Nyx. See if commotion would lend easy entry, but honestly, it seems as if anybody can just walk right into this establishment, but a commotion may make it easier for me to just suddenly appear in here.
All right. So, Nyx, you'd like to make your distraction?
Yeah, Nyx would walk up to the training mat and just kind of like, just hop up on it. Not even just like wait for anyone to be like, oh, hey, I'm going next. No, she sees only one person up there. She just hops up and she just starts striding towards the center.
Also, camera again.
Yeah.
So you think you're hot shit, huh?
I think I'm all
How
right.
about you try finding somebody without a weapon who's better than you?
Well then.
Ooh.
Well, my dad always did say the dragons of Dravania are definitely something to be taken seriously. To be honest, he wasn't right about a lot of stuff, so how could he be right about that? With that, he takes his axe and gets into a ready position. Out of character, I don't have a character sheet ready for this guy.
No, it's fine. This is for flavor anyway. This isn't for a real fight.
Okay. So, with that said, Abra, are you ready to make your infiltration?
Certainly. I'm going to simply just walk up the stairs and just walk into the door. Right, any of these men are here to guard the establishment, but I was going to purchase myself a drink. I'm just a normal patron.
One of them leans over, whispers something to the other, and keep on going.
Oh, all right. I didn't know if they were summoning me or anything.
I'll let you know if you need to stop. So this guy steps in, but just posts himself right over here. It's as if he's taking stock of the entire room. If you'd like to know anything else about what this guy's doing, go ahead and roll sense motive.
Sure. Should I bring my actual token in here so that way the viewer cam has vision?
Let me actually fix that for you. Let's see. Server.
It's all good.
You could just use
There we
that
go.
token and just say that it is like Abra's a Lalafell.
Okay, viewers should now have visibility.
That's a 19 on the die.
Okay. You know that this guy he's got his eye on you, but he's not stopping you. So he doesn't know quite what to make of you just yet. But he hasn't ruled you as trouble.
I'm gonna assume that at the far right side is the actual place where one would grab a drink, or is that a free table?
This was supposed to be the area where a drink could be gotten, and I'm just gonna go ahead and clone a placeholder bartender.
The bartender manifest. There he is.
Bottle of red wine. Not a bottle, a glass. Not a.
God damn.
He's already drunk.
A bottle, big as I am. Yeah. No. A glass of red
God.
wine. Please.
Red wine coming up. Would you like to open up a tab?
No, I will be paying for it immediately. How much is it?
25 gil. She says before reaching down and actually opening up another bottle, because she had just gone through her last bottle that she had open right at that moment.
I will
Are you more
pay the 25.
So are you more for? No, I've already taken the time to open up this Alamegan, so try this one. Let me know how that works out for you.
Thank you. Is there a seating accommodation, or should I just find a table with an open spot?
Go ahead and find a seat of your own. Where's the wise? I've already cut that one off over there. He thinks he's been having wine this entire afternoon. The last glass I served him was about 3 glasses ago. Everything after that has been raspberry juice.
Understandable. I'll keep my glass away from him.
The Turk over there has they can be a little snippy, but as long as you're not actively trying to listen in on their conversations if they don't want you to, they're fine. The Lalafell over there looks like he's busy, so try not to bother him.
Thank you. She'll kind of put her way over here to this table. Mind if I have a seat? It seems as if every table in this establishment's been taken.
Are you like a patron here or something? Who cares? She paid fine enough. Look, we're in the middle of a conversation here. Don't know why you want to come here, but as long as you're not poking into our business, we're fine. And yeah, I frankly don't blame you for giving that guy over there the miss.
Understandable. I will keep to myself and keep out of your conversation.
So go ahead and roll stealth.
Alrighty then.
All right, that's good enough. Now go ahead and roll perception.
There it is.
Oh, fantastic. So,
Nice.
as Abra is seated, enjoying their wine, they can hear the Lalafell chatting with all these soldiers over here. Several very critical bits of information, specifically Southern Thanalan, multiple day trip, or at least a day of traveling by foot, and someplace called the Bowl of Embers.
Part of this complete breakfast.
Exactly.
Take mental notes of all of this. The day trip down to Southern Fenelon to go to the Bowl of Embers.
Yeah. And a very slight glance over showed a map that he was tracing his finger over, specifically into Southern Thanalan and into an area with several red X's on it. These similar red X's also happen to appear over top of Thanalan. It's likely that the map that he is referencing is a traveler's map with several areas marked as dangerous or do not go. And that is the information you get.
Very bold wine. Love the way that it lingers in nostrils for a little bit after such a simple sip. Is this in Mordona 57?
Close. 46, the Turk would say.
Oh,
So go ahead and talk that proposal over as I've talked about it, and if you decide that's good enough for you, we have more business we can talk, it would say, before leading her way over here. Got what you need. You should make yourself scarce. With that, she leans back over.
is that the one that's in the chair that said that, and specifically to me?
Yes, this was Eve over here saying that specifically to you.
If that's the case, I will I'll slide her 15 gil and walk away, leaving the finished glass on the table.
And with that 15 gil now taken, as well as the glass, she pockets that and goes back to chatting with these three.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. see in that moment similar illusion magics returning Abra back to the Makote. Of course, once she's out of view of everyone else, except for
Alright.
the people who know her.
Okay. While all of this is happening. Hey, Nix.
Yeah.
Hi.
I was like, whoa.
So, all these blows that I've been seeing you rip out here, this guy's matching you blow for blow.
Hell yeah.
And finally, gets in a really good check with the flat of their axe right across your head. And driving you back that way. Well, I'll be damned. You dragons out there from Dravania really know how to put up a good fight. No wonder the Ishgardians took 1,000 years to try and drive you back. Been a long time since I've had a fight like that. What'd you say your name was?
I'll give it to you. You're a tough one yourself, but I'm not even at full power yet. You're lucky I'm not.
Am I
name's
now?
Nick. You're gonna damn well remember that.
I will. I want to see what that full power is like someday. Preferably when we are both feeling a lot better. This is probably the 4th match I've had today.
This mat isn't big enough for it. You better be ready to step outside.
We are outside. But yeah, you go ahead and catch up with your friends.
Till next time.
You just ask around for Raph, and I'll be here.
Got it.
Looks like you had fun.
I need to let out some stress. That was great.
Sounds like
Not
someone
often
was
I find a
bored.
marauder who can actually hold his own.
You know, Nix, I think you would really enjoy fighting my mom.
You keep talking about her. I get more interested the more you do.
Oh, no one's ready for the Fury of Lockworm.
Yeah, well, maybe one day. At any rate, I see my mate is back. I hope there was good news.
Yes, I've had a lovely red wine out of Mordona. It certainly was an experience.
Are you drunk?
You know, I do what I need to do to get the information that I need. So don't you do this.
Oh, I'll do what I want. And she'll just kind of playfully poke at your chest.
You are a persistent dragon. Look, we can discuss it another time. I need some bread or something.
In that case, shall we head back to the tavern for now?
It would be appreciated.
What type of wine was this?
Very
She's just gonna
fine.
kind of look you over, like kind of like wave her hand in front of your face.
If we ever go to Mordona, do not let me get a glass there. That is very strong stuff.
Oh, sweet Haloni.
I have the fortitude of a wet paper bag.
Oh dear.
Alright. Hang on.
Alright.
The players, is that all you would like to accomplish for today?
I think that's all I'd like to do.
I'm basically done, yeah.
I've been like looking around to see if any activity has been going on the whole time. I haven't seen much movement. I think we're good.
All right, so
Yeah.
with that done, go ahead, take your long rest, replenish your MP and health.
Yes.
So, thanks to all the information that you have, you were able to get a start very early the next morning, following the trail left by 6 soldiers and their Lalafell contractor. It leads you well into eastern Thanalan, as well as partway into southern Thanalan. And let's do a quick roll here. And thankfully, nothing is trying to accost you there. Nothing truly horrific happens. So it's rather uneventful for at least that leg of the trip.
Question.
Answer?
Should we touch on downtime before this?
Yes, I'm lining things up on my side for that. But yes,
Okay.
downtime will be touched on. Joining you on this journey happens to be Orlin, who is also tracking these very same people as well. And when we pick up from downtime, we will be picking up at what it is you all find as you enter southern Thanalan and Jabrak. Players, commence your downtime.
As the last light of the day faded and night slowly reared itself into existence, Mordro would situate himself at the table, a quill in one hand, a sheet of paper in front of him. He had since taken off his armor, having deemed no need for it for the time being. Every now and again he'd pause in the middle of writing something, his expression scrunching itself into slight frustration, before his focus returned to what it was he was working on. Mayhaps if I... no, wait, if I'm to be regularly in combat, I'll burn through my own stamina too quickly. Can't skip the meals or rations, given my fighting style, but what if... No, the salt pack saves more coin in the long term. Between myself and next hunting game will likely be child's play. Would save more gil even after splitting the portions with everyone. I also need to keep some money on hand for a sorted potion. Leaves a buffer of roughly 200 gil for the worst possible scenarios. Bandages maybe? We already have a heal. Nope, that's a horrible idea. Let me preserve me, I hate math.
Abra would be sitting, sipping at the slurry of stew the tavern provided. It was droll, but she would reach into Nyx's bag and steal a few flakes of salt to season the broth, just enough to make it palatable for her, sprinkling them in before consuming it. You would overhear Morty scratching away at the documentation. There we go. Thank you. Curiously peeling her eyes over to investigate what was going on. Well, hello, Morty. Everything all right this evening? You seem to have your nose to the grindstone with something. Maybe I can be an assistance?
Bera, actually, yes. And a closer examination of the sheet more you've been writing on would reveal a set of calculations. Occasionally there'd be a gil symbol next to some of the numbers and figures, but the important thing is that 30,000 gil appeared to be what he was aiming towards. A lot of the adding and subtracting had notes next to them. Some were labeled as estimated income from hunt-marked bounties of specific ranks. Others were future expected expenses like food, travel supplies, etc. Although, one particularly noteworthy thing that Abra would be able to see is that Morty, despite having lived on his own for as long as he has, and likewise handling his budgeting for that period of time, He is surprisingly bad at basic arithmetic. Most of the crossed out sections having errors and miscalculations. I have been taking the opportunity to crunch some numbers now that the materia silos are open. I'm trying to work out what it would take for me to save enough of my own personal funds for either raw might or skillful movement materia. And if there are any non-essential items I can skip on purchasing to set aside extra funds, but if I am to be completely honest, it does not seem I will be able to purchase either anytime soon.
Abra would grab a small graphene stick and some paper as well as a rubber eraser and start jotting down what she could see, trying to get an idea of everything. Okay, so let's take stock. Taverns on the road should cost about per evening, and they is better to plan being a room every night. Multiply by something. Also maintenance supplies and food. She looked down at the paper, and then to each traveler she sat with, including Morty. After a head count, she turned down the paper, continuing away. With us, supplies on the road, expensive, everything, yes. Yeah, yes, it would be a little time before then. Right now, all of our earning together equal just up enough, under enough to get one of those might or movement materia. We may need to find some bigger and more lucrative targets if we wish to generate that kind of income. She would pause a moment, play with the pencil in her hand. But I do have an idea, however, that may accelerate our income in a way that is, little manipulative of markets, but perfectly legal and almost passive income for us.
Mori would simply watch, and before he gives a single nod. I had a feeling it may be a while, although if you have a method to potentially aid in that endeavor, I'm all ears. Loath as I am to admit it, numbers and arithmetic have never been one of my strongest skills, much to the misfortune of my former tutors.
Enya had heard. They sat down next to Mordro with excitement as she heard the sound of income and whatnot. Like, ooh, income numbers? I can help. Enya was quite excited. This was something that was absolutely in her ballpark. And if she could help out her new friends, then she was more than eager to do so. I was eyeing the prices of those materia, and I actually was considering maybe striking a deal with the materia vendor. I don't know exactly what that deal would be yet. Think about it, but I'm sure that I can... Enya's eyes narrowed in disbelief, followed by the expression of being totally incredulous as she saw the paper Mordro had. She then slowly stared at him, a terrifying stare in her eyes. What in the seven hells did you do to math?
Abra would look to Enya, a smirk crawling on her face, and tail weaving a little bit behind. Are you thinking what I'm thinking? Materia farming. We buy low-grade materia and train it up on our duty, and we resell it. We would do this after getting a set of personal materia for personal use. We have a fully set up kit, and that way we have it for dangerous challenges, and probably just best for the damage dealers in our party to carry those sorts of things, so it doesn't hinder self-preservation from those who are defending us or healing us. And she rubbed her chin a little bit. It's risky, but if we do it on easier bills and less dangerous marks, we can double our income.
Ooh. Her eyes were like widening. That's perfect. So we use the materials needed and then resell for big profit. As we were saying, adventurers will definitely benefit from a leveled up materia too. I want to help. And oh yes, Abra, I like the way you think. We would definitely have to plan this out accordingly though. I mean, that way we have all the stuff we need to. Although the market for learning magic around here is seriously lacking. Unless the vendor's out of town. No magic.
By by virtue of our commission's danger, even with lower rank or otherwise less profitable marks, we would likely empower the materia at a rapid rate. Likely more rapidly than others. And you see the faintest ghost of a smirk forming on Morty's face as he speaks. There is always a heavy market for materia, and business would be booming. After he says this, though, he does sort of like deflate a little at Enya's comment about his math. Numbers, simply put, don't stick for me. They have always been difficult. I understand how it works, but when I try to actually remember them, well, it's like slime or muck being washed off a shield.
Abra would slap her hands together and smile as she looked on at her party. Perfect. Once we have a set of materia set up for personal use, we can start training some up for selling. If we're smart, we can even stagger out who's nurturing what level of materia at what time to ensure if we do find ourselves off guard and in strafe, we're not completely off guard. We look to the others, Nyx, Rin, Lillian, trying to see if they were interested in the idea of materia farming for profit.
Nyx, her usual self, would have been propped up on the wall just listening to the conversation, but her eyes this time were kind of closed and she was more focused on her thoughts. But hearing the attention brought to her from her mate, she kind of looks up and thinks about what was said. Well, if you intend on doing that, that means I don't have to hold back. And from what I'm feeling with this materia I have here, it seems to be growing at a very fast rate. And I'll be honest, I'm sick of not having cash in a society that relies on it. She'd soon pull the materia from her wristband and kind of just set it on the table before them so they could see like how much it's grown since she's obtained it. If we could find a ton of these ones specifically, we could sell these off and after powering them up in no time.
This is where downtime stopped, so I guess it's open forum for anyone to speak at this point.
Yeah. You're
I will
impressive
say,
today.
however,
Oh, sorry.
it's fine. With striking that deal with that materia vendor, we already have a good shoe-in for our goal in mind. It's at least a start till you can get something set up yourself, right, Enya?
Yeah. Actually, I would love to be able to do a lot of business here with everyone. I mean, everyone has their own stalls, but if they could have a building where they can sell things for everyone and just a nice hub for adventurers to find everything they need, it'd be lovely. I do want to open up a shop one day.
Yeah, I just don't know if here is the right place for you.
Maybe not, but although maybe there's a better spot. I don't know. Although I think we all have to like specialize in what material we kind of can use. It, you know, you're good with the striking ones. I think Mordro is also good with those striking ones, or maybe even the supporty ones, and I guess I could do the magic ones.
At this, Mordro actually would pull out a small his defense materia, one he's had the entire time you've known him. Took pretty much all of my reserve funds to get this a while back, but let's just say I'm not opposed to being smacked around.
Good, you can
Lillian.
have Nyx train on you.
Lillian, Desi, and I. If you do think there might be flaws in this plan, I do ask you to bring them forward. Everyone else seems to be on board, but I want to make sure that all 6 of us are together at once.
Well, I
Actually-
don't see any issue personally.
In the end, we're going to be doing it anyway, passively with the missions we do. Just our natural abilities are going to do that. We might as well, make some ground for something we're already doing. That's at least my feeling on it.
Hmm.
Lillian, do you know if your carbuncles can use materia themselves?
I am not very certain, actually.
If they can, that
Oh.
could really speed up materia farming.
Well, materia does have to be affixed to some sort of armor or weapon for it to be used to its fullest extent.
Mm.
Like the safe materia we have, it's attached to our clothing. So to utilize it properly, the carbuncle would need to, I guess, wear it in a way. Do carbuncles wear things?
Maybe they can if we get him some nice clothes, right? That could be
The
fun.
problem is aren't they ethereal beings?
Summoned and these summoned regularly.
Yeah, that's my
No.
thought. I think because of that, it's not the same.
I see.
But I'm no magic user.
Well, in any case, I have 2 materials already, one of my weapons and one of my clothes. I think as long as each one of us is wearing 2 materials, we should get things leveled up quite fast, right?
With our funds the way they are, it's pretty much all we can do right now anyway.
Yes, unless a money-making method falls on our lap somehow, it would be quite advantageous for us to do the materia farming. Decian, I wanted to make
no, go
sure,
ahead.
would materia farming be all right by you? I'll
Yeah.
say,
So, the Lupin is distracted. It's gone from he's been sitting in this spot for a majority of the day since the sun was about to set, actually about the time that they all walked in the first place. The first thing he had been doing was working on schematics. The second thing he had been doing was, well, what he's doing now, which is that revolver that they found a while back. He's currently in the process of having it taken fully apart and is cleaning it. Though upon the question coming up, he doesn't answer it first before eventually realizing he's being talked to. It's like, huh? Oh, sure. I don't mind doing a little bit of material farming. It makes sense in order for us to make sure we get more funds.
Then I feel like you'll get us access to better material along the way. Just in general.
yes. Then we are agreed. We will begin nurturing our own additional materia once we have our own personal set leveled up as adequately as we believe they can be.
Mm-hmm.
Can't believe we got together with a merchant and now we're all starting a business together.
Well, I mean, you don't have to follow any of my business choices if you want to. I'm just here to try and get business started, and I mean, the easiest way to make money right now is going on these small adventures.
Which we should really prep for the one we have tomorrow.
Yes.
Right.
The over bowl of embers in southern Battle. Does that ring a bell to anybody?
Not here.
Not to me either.
Out of character. I guess knowledge local?
Or engineering?
Mordro knows jack shit. He just shrugs.
We may need to ask Mr. Orl, since they seem to be a bit more adequately versed with what is the going on in this land.
The Battle of Embers is a place that's usually utilized by various followers of one of the icons in order to show their devotion. A number of people have disappeared from that place every now and then.
Oh,
At the same time, the deity of question escapes me at the moment. Though I do remember the fact that according to my studies, it's quite hot in that area, so that may be a clue to it.
I mean, weren't we spoken of Ifrit recently?
That's the one. That's the one. Followers of Ifrit, and the many thralls that are in the area, based on, well, maybe less thralls now. Methods of removing someone's tempering is a thing, but I'm not sure if they still utilize such things. Either way, I do know. If I was looking at it on a map, I could probably point out exactly where the area of interest is.
Here you go.
Hmm?
Nyx will pull out her map.
so you're suggesting that there are hot icons in our area?
It's not a suggestion, it's knowledge, but yes. That being said, and with that, he puts away. Well, he puts down the cylinder of the revolver that he's working on fixing, and takes out the ink pen once more, and just points exactly to where it is on the documentation, just giving it a small. Well, he was about to, but that also means marking the map. So he's like, has the quill in hand, reaches over to mark where it is, and then pauses, looks to Nyx, and is like, "Do I have
Just
the
mark
permission?"
it. These are a dime a dozen. I can buy it anytime I'm in a town.
And with that, he circles the area.
They're literally like fucking 10 gil. I am not worried about it.
Mm-hmm. Still want that permission. But with that, he after he marks, he just puts the ink, the quill back down, picks up the cylinder again, and then goes back to cleaning the gun once more.
Plus, I'll have you know, Nyx's sense of direction is absolute dog water anyway, so it's probably better that you do stuff like that.
Knowing the area that we're going, it's probably a good thing that we have these talismans, the dragon scales, for lack of better words. Otherwise, this will be a lot more difficult. And there's no telling, considering what we saw with the kobold. It wouldn't surprise me if there's a sector of the followers of Ifrit who know how to possibly summon their deity.
So, in other words, worst case scenario, we may be staring down the barrel of a primal. Here's hoping we don't end up having to fight us.
I mean, if we stop the summoning from happening, we stop the summoning.
Indeed.
However, I know it takes a lot to do that because any one source could trigger the final summoning.
And we have to be mindful of any sources and make sure that they are inclined not to do so. But here's hoping for the best and preparing for the worst. And with that, he puts the cylinder down, grabs another part of the revolver, and keeps on working at it. This thing's a mess, by the way.
You've been working on it for hours.
No. That's a different. The earlier hours have been a different project. I've been working on this for like 30 minutes at most. If you want to see the other thing I'm working on, look under the table.
Fuck, it's only been 30 minutes. God, it feels like it's been hours. Like, Nyx is bored and she's been like rocking in her chair ever since they've sat down.
Mm-hmm. Although I will say, if you look underneath the table around where Decian's feet, there's something. It looks like part of the airbuster. Just several various parts of bits of metal machinery and a very recognizable barrel of danger, along with some propellers attached to it, some loose screws. It's clearly unfinished, but it has a shape to it, and it's a bit concerning. It looks a bit like It was a bit like the arm of the airbuster that was able to shoot rapid fire, but as if it was detached and flying.
Are you trying to make an arm cannon that you yourself can use?
Pauses, looks up from the revolver, glances over to Nyx, and then proceeds to think about it for a moment. I think it'd be better for both of us if I keep both of my hands available.
I don't think you'd survive the recoil, friend. You saw how powerful those blasts were. Can your body handle that?
Considering I almost gave myself a one-way exit out of the room when I fired the cannon, I don't think that'd be a good idea.
My thoughts exactly. Better to utilize it as a separate device.
Oh, this is gonna definitely be a separate device. I think you'll like it when it's done.
Curious.
It's sad. As soon as I'm done with this, and as soon as I'm done with that, I do have one more thing to make, but am I going to sleep tonight? That is the question.
That is true. I don't know how many rooms are available for us tonight.
That character, it's the same 2 rooms you had last night, so the girls in one, the gents in the other.
Oh,
We should still have our keys. We should still be able to do just fine. And with that, Decian would stop cleaning, finally, and start reassembling.
Which of the reassembled drill?
Not yet. First and foremost, I get that at level 6. Secondly, he's just gonna keep on putting the revolver back together until eventually he just lifts it up and it shines a little bit in the light. And while it's clearly unloaded, he does pull back the hammer and pull the trigger in a safe direction, letting it have an audible click as though checking it. And with a smile on his face, he just gives it a small spin. Well, this is done. I need some water.
Good. Then you can go to bed.
I'd advise you'd go to bed, Decian.
Not yet.
I was-
Future projects can wait for the future.
I was about to say, if we are going to be spending time on the road to the Bowl of Embers, we should get some sleep earlier than usual.
I'll think about it. Right now, there's still this thing unfinished at my feet. It shouldn't take too much more time to finish, but you guys go ahead and head up. I'll be up soon enough.
Very well.
all right then. I am a little bit tired myself, so I guess I'll. If it's fine with all, I'll just be going to bed right away.
Yes.
I too shall be retiring for the night.
As will I. As much as I want to study more magics, I need to get my good night's sleep.
So, players, are we ready to proceed with the next day's events?
There'd be one thing I think Nyx would want to do, seeing as how they're thinking about going there.
Mhm.
She would probably wait for everybody to go upstairs before actually taking the time to use her Aether and teleport actually back to her house, just to make sure that things were still in order.
Oh.
If you did that, you'd have no way to get back because there is not there is no aetherite at Vesper Bay.
Ah, but my ring allows me to teleport to my mate.
The fucking wedding ring loophole, hon.
I'll give a mulligan.
As long as they are not in a designated location where I cannot teleport to them.
Those rings are convenient.
I'll go ahead and give it. I'll give the mulligan on this one. Go ahead and deduct 790 gil from the chest.
Alrighty.
TPs are
Damn.
expensive.
So, evidently, inflation has hit the teleportation maintenance hard.
There's a reason I'm not playing in Abra.
Gold has been or gil has been reduced.
All right. So, let's see. At the house, you find everything is as you have left it. Maybe a few surfaces could have used a bit of sweeping, but on the whole, it ain't too bad.
Perfect. That's all she wants to see.
All right. So, as you finish up, Bryce, does your hold on require me to stop before proceeding?
No, just gonna do a quick roll for Decian, but proceed.
Okay.
Can I have? I mean, is Nyx in the same room with like later on, or did Nyx teleport home, sleep there, and then go back?
No, she would have been back like soon. She wouldn't have stayed there all night.
Can Nyx roll a perception for something?
You want me to roll?
Yeah, for something on Enya.
Oh, okay. Hold up.
I think that's enough. I'll whisper you.
Okay.
So, the next day, Orland and Ambrosia are waiting at the gate for the rest of the party to join them. And they proceed down the road. It is very quickly obvious, through no action of Orland's, that Ambrosia will be hearing nothing from anyone about her helping them carry their gear or carry them. It appeared that the grace she showed Nyx and Abra the day they first met was purely situational. And the first day of travel is fairly uneventful, but as the group proceeds on the second day into southern Thanalan, something is very odd, because the way towards the Bowl of Embers is surprisingly unpopulated, which is unusual. Granted, Ifrit summonings there hasn't been an Ifrit summoning for several years. But now that things are heating up the way they are, the Amalja seem to be very restless. And now, the party enters the inner workings of Jabrak to find this.
Oh. We're immediately face to face with some Amalja. All right.
Oh,
So,
well then.
this small group of Amalja here are in a bit of chaos, and they're a little on edge. The Orland appears to be right front and center of all this stuff. While I'm doing this particular cutscene here, all of you can go ahead and roll the collection of your hit dice, recover that much, and give yourself full MP and assorted points for those of you who do have that stuff.
Well,
I was only down
repeat-
3 HP, so I think I would just be maxed out.
Yeah.
Oh, I maxed everything without considering. I think I was at 26,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
let me do that again.
Resting is a bit different, remember, compared to 2E.
Got it. So we roll hit dice to.
Pretty sure I would have topped up, but I don't remember.
I would have topped up regardless. I wasn't missing
Wait.
that much.
Where's the hit
It
dice
was-
in this sheet?
It would be under your
Class?
no
Class, yeah.
class.
Hit class, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
So the HD is your hit dice.
Yes.
Oh, a D8. Okay. So you just roll 1 D8. Okay.
It's,
I recover 1 HP.
I believe it's based off of how many levels you have, so you would roll 4d8, I think.
Oh.
I
That is
might
correct.
be mistaken on that.
Oh,
My
okay.
hit dice
so 3
is-
more.
I was only
Okay,
missing
18 HP.
All right.
I
thank
would have
God,
fully
okay.
recovered, so it was not. I wasn't even bother rolling since my hit dice.
Oh, no,
Yeah,
to
I
fully
have,
recover.
I have a
Okay.
12, and I was only missing like 3 or 4 HP, so
I have, like-
I would have been maxed.
Well, with the
So-
current thing I have, I had D4, but I would have.
As the group pulls to a stop here, the Amalji here come forward to confront the gang. Halt, Outlander. The foremost of them says they're all holding either longbows or very large spears. Orlin pulls Ambrosia to a stop for making a very specific gesture with one arm across his upper body. Before every one of them put away their weapons. Well met, Outlander. What business do you have here? We're here following 6 individuals accompanying a much smaller person. A child by my standard. We tracked them this way. We're hoping we can follow them. Will that be a problem? We are aware of them. They passed by here earlier. Something's happened to them. They've fallen to something. Corruption. Corruption? Their eyes glow blue with corruption of the Lord of the Inferno. There hasn't been a summoning, has there? Nay. Something else. Something worse. These 6 that were with them. They're supposed to be the immune ones. You call them soldiers. Ambrosia, wait here. Orlin would hop off.
They tempered soldiers? This is bad.
Do you have any wounded among you? One was wounded by one of the soldiers. We're holding our position just back, but they have the entire bowl of embers locked off to us. Leave this to us. Get your men to safety. Ambrosia would start pacing off this way, and these guys would step aside. With this one over here calling, "Let them through! They go with our blessing."
Enya's gonna wanna approach the one that was talking earlier and ask him directly, like, "Hi, sorry, I was wondering if you could maybe describe the soldier that attacked? I'm quite curious."
They were all wearing helmets. They had that typical black garb that you commoners use.
Got it? Although...
They were rather nondescript in their wares.
Really? Nothing at all? Any little bit helps.
They make use of the larger swords. They call them buster swords.
Got it.
We were
Thank you.
told that soldier was supposed to be immune to tempering, so this comes as quite a shock.
Either they're tempered or they're just doing this because they were ordered to.
We're not going to
To be
know from
fair,
all the way
there's-
back here.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. There's
that.
other forms of mind control too, so
We best make haste then.
So this area that we're passing into looks like it would have been a ceremonial ground of some sort, but much of it's been cleared out. Likely because the people who used this ceremonial ground no longer hold sway around here.
Oh, straight. Can I heal the soldier that's back here that is like X'd out, or the dice there?
This guy right here is an Amalja shaman, and he is currently working on them.
Okay, I would recognize that they are actually healing them. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Don't interfere with that then.
It's an oddly empty area.
Good place for an ambush. Good guard up.
Yeah, that's what my thinking was.
1 second. Maybe I can move on ahead by disappearing.
Oh no, Rat Girl, you're going nowhere.
Well, I mean, maybe we can scout out and...
It is better to stick together. Something here scouts you out, and you're alone. There's no way we can save you. Stick
Okay.
together. Stick to the plan.
So, these 6 individuals right here are all facing away. And they do not appear to be aware of everyone's presence yet.
Can I sense motive? Because maybe they're like waiting for us to ambush. Waiting for us to fall in the middle.
You are welcome to make that roll.
Okay.
I would like to roll perception as well, because I want to figure out what they're staring at.
Go ahead.
Where's the button? There's the button.
So, Decian, you can see that all 6 of them are staring down this pathway over here. And they are absolutely unflinching in the amount of staring that they're doing. Like, it's almost a little worrying how rigid they are.
Am I able to roll Knowledge Arcana to see if they're acting as if they were tempered or under
You
thrall?
wouldn't be able to tell with Knowledge Arcana if they were tempered just from all the way back here. But it definitely feels off what's going on.
Actually, wait a minute. I don't gotta do that because I have Detect Magic.
You detect magic, but it's the same sort of ambient magic that you would find on any soldier. Just their etheric ability to manipulate.
Well,
There's only one way we're going to get through them. That's by talking our way past and we're fighting our way through.
From what I heard earlier, it doesn't seem like talking is going to work, so... At this
Gentlemen.
point, I plan on going up, tapping him on the shoulder, and seeing how he reacts.
As Orlin calls out to them, all 6 of them turn in unison and look toward him.
Oh, on the call from Orlin, can I have Enya immediately disappear?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna roll the spell just to show it. I mean, it doesn't matter, but goodbye, Enya. You're away,
All right.
gone for 4 rounds, or
Poof.
disappeared for 4 rounds. Yeah.
They came as was foretold. Stop them.
well,
Guess that answers that question.
You know, it's talking a bit like you were, Mudra.
Oh, that's just not nice, Decian. I would like to take a before combat action, dear.
I would also like to take it before combat action.
Go ahead.
Get out here, get out here, get out here, get out here!
I will show two things.
well.
I will pop a harm touch usage to use shared offense, and it's since been upgraded to prolonged offense. It just lasts the encounter.
Let me see here. La 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 la.
All right.
La. So this
So-
only ends if I attack any creature, but
In the interest of simplicity, because these guys are basically identical, I am going to be tracking soldier initiative on the same counter.
right.
All right, Enya, ladies first.
Ladies first, indeed. Enya's gonna 30. Like walk forward all the way here. I'm going to use a spell on my sword. It doesn't remove my invisibility due to how wording is on disappear.
Yep.
And I'm just gonna hold here for now. Actually, I could, well, I'll be here instead. I wonder if I can do any supporting moves right now. I don't. Someone didn't give me a lot of spells yet, so I'm waiting for that vendor to appear in town.
I can't believe the nerve of that person to not give you options as a red mage.
I know.
So
We'll get there. We'll get there.
with that,
Ooh, wait. Wait.
go on.
Hold on. Its spell is a swift move, I think. It is a swift actually. Okay, so before moving here, can I touch someone else to disappear?
You may.
Who wants to be invisible? I was here, so I could do it on either Nyx or Lillian, I suppose.
Doing it to me is useless.
Likewise with me, yeah.
Lillian, would invis benefit you whatsoever?
Pass.
Sass?
She may still be away. I know earlier she said
Oh.
she had to step away, but
Given the fact that she's a spellcaster like you, it would make a ton of sense if she did benefit.
to be fair,
cast-
she's our primary healer, so
Yep. I'll disappear her then as well, so I spent like 3 MP.
She poof.
Okay, and that ends my turn. I remove 1 banish from me.
All right. So I'm gonna say that free movement is gonna end for all y'all. Right there. So
Yeah, just...
might as well make it easy and just line up then.
Orlan is going to dash his way over here. And he is going to be opening up with a double attack because he does not have haste. He just gets the 2 attacks from here. And there's that. Okay, that's a hit. That is also a hit. That is a total of 22 damage. Decian, is your turn.
Let's see how good of a job I did repelling this. So I'm gonna move right about here. Not too close, not too far. And just to quickly confirm a brief detail for myself. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. While she still needs a name, I'm going to be targeting the one that Orlan struck a moment ago. A 9 versus their touch DC.
9 versus their touch DC. That is. That is. Nine versus touch is a miss.
Ah, well. More shots where that came from.
Will that be your turn?
There ain't a whole lot more I can do right now.
Okay.
We're still low
Sass.
level.
I only have standard actions. I have no swift actions.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you get some of those later, I'm sure.
Give us a few.
I get my first Swift actually at level 7.
Yeah.
The 30-foot bubble. That's a 30-foot bubble.
Oh boy.
Similar to before, Abra will see a group of individuals and attempt to try to dissuade them from combat. Have them all make a DC 15 will save as she takes her full round to cast Hypnotism to essentially try to dissuade them from attacking.
Let's see. Let's see. Create illusion of Officer Blantley in addition. So roll 2d4. See how many total hit die of a creature you may affect. Creatures with fewer hit dice are affected. For a creature with more. Only creatures that can see or hear you are affected. But they do not need to understand you to be fascinated. Okay. Go ahead. Roll your 2d4.
Alright, well, hope that, because hit die is basically level. Hope that this is a good one. Okay, 5 on average. Hopefully they're less than level 5.
Let me double check very quickly. I believe that should work. Yes. So I can see at least one getting hit. Let's see. Okay. Roll 2d4, see how many do affect. Only creatures that can see or hear you are affected, but they do not need to understand you. Use the spell in combat. Each target gains +2 on saving throw. If it affects, has a penalty of -2. Okay. So we'll go ahead and let's see. You targeted this guy, right?
I targeted the this one in the center because a 30-foot bubble should be able to capture all of them. It's a range of 35. Wait a minute. So
You don't even have to target a creature, you can just put it in an area.
yeah, so I can put it literally on him, and as long as I make a 30-foot bubble, yeah, either there or actually that
Right
gets
there,
all
you
of
hit
them.
everybody. Yeah.
Yeah, that hits everybody, and it's 35 foot away.
All right. So this is to make sure that I'm getting this correct. You only have to roll once, and everything with 5 hit dice or less is affected.
They have
Pretty
to make
much,
a will
yes.
save.
Yes, they make a will save. The DC is 15, but they get a +2 to it because they're in combat. So the DC is actually 13.
You mean 17?
All right.
No, they have if.
They get a +2, not you get a +2.
Yes.
Okay, sorry,
Yes.
I misunderstood.
But it's easier to math it out of them just rolling their will save, and they got to beat a 13.
All right. So
That one
that's
beats.
2, 3,
That's a fail.
4. Oops, 1 extra. That 25 doesn't count. So,
So whoever number 4 was.
so wait, 1, 2, 3, yeah, number 4. So, let's see. This looks like a. I'll just use that as our impromptu hypnosis token. So. These guys all survive. This guy, on the other hand, is now fascinated by something that he sees. Nobody else sees it, though.
All right. And I will try to essentially tell them to back off and lay down their arms.
All right. So, will that be the extent of your turn?
That is a full round action, so there's nothing else I can do.
Okay. So, this guy is going to step away over this way, and he will take no further action. This guy over here is going to target Orlin with... If I can... this guy to pop out your sheet. He's going to target Orlin with his Magitech Blade.
Ooh.
4, 9... let me double check. It does say 24 actually hit Orlin. There's actually a decent chance that doesn't.
I'm sorry?
It barely misses him. So Orlin takes a step back, catches the incoming Buster Sword swing, and spins it away. Meanwhile, this guy over here is going to move into flanking position and target Orlin with his blade. And with flanking, Orlin still is able to block and parry the incoming attack. This guy over here, on the other hand, let's see, a 13 touch against Orlin. Come on. Where does your character sheet keep on going to, Orlin? Let's see, a 13 against touch is still a miss. But that's that. I know, you weren't supposed to move out of the way. It was you who was supposed to fuck off because you actually have the hypnotism. So you are going to move over here. You're going to lock eyes with Decian. Hey Bryce, does a 6 touch score a hit?
Nope.
All right, so a fireball comes hurtling towards Decian, and trying to make Neo from the Matrix blush, Decian cocks his head, and the fireball misses, leaving this guy over here. Close the distance. He's gonna pull out his revolver, take aim at Decian, and fire. Does a 19 touch hit?
That does hit, actually. Ow.
For 4 damage.
Still fucking ow. Which one shot me?
This guy right here is the one that shot you.
Understood.
Nyx, it is your turn.
Funny. That was right where I was gonna move. And you know, you just shot my friend successfully at that. You didn't just shoot at them. That's your problem.
Alright, so a 28 hits. So we got 13. Alright. So, let's see. So the bite hits, gore misses. First and second claws. Actually, no. First claw misses, second claw hits. So that
a total
is
of 19 damage. That's round for me.
All right. Sass Creations.
Hi. Okay. So who just got hurt in this round? Wow, it's weird.
Decian got tickled over here by this guy right here that Nyx is trying to swallow.
Okay.
Also, as a note, Enya made you invisible
Oh, that counts.
for 4 rounds.
Oh, you've created a monster. Okay, thank you.
Yes.
So I'm just gonna slide right around here. Monkey's gonna follow. Because monkey do a follow. And I'm not going to go too hard, but here, Decian, have a regen.
How many turns does Fast Deal 2 last for him? 4
Shows
rounds.
4 rounds on there,
4
but I don't know
rounds.
if that's increased because of level.
Oh yeah, did I get an extra round on it? Due to level?
We'll look at that later. Though for right now, I don't see this combat lasting longer than 4 rounds. So
And I'm going to position Rose to stay near Nyx, and that's pretty much my whole turn.
Oh, I love you too, dear.
Morty.
You,
Yeah, so I'm in the fun position of I actually can't get in range to hit anything no matter where I am in the battle.
I mean,
so I will just.
you could have. Would you have been able to like start from here and then begin your movement? So that orange line is for free movement.
I have exactly 30 movement. There, everything is either 1 square out of range for me or more.
Like to imagine the Abra can just like dance there the whole time.
If you have 30 movement, if you go
wait.
straight ahead, you can make that.
I can scratch it. I can hit 1 guy. So I. Let's see.
One guy is more than none guy.
In classic Dark Knight fashion, I'm gonna use my gap closer. I hit him with the greatsword. I got a 1.
Alright.
I get to re-roll that with melee tenacity.
ooh.
That is
14.
14 damage.
I'm good at quick math, I'm sorry.
All right.
Thank you, it's appreciated.
So 14 damage to this guy. Enya, it is your turn.
Sure is. I'm considering some things regarding my spells. The cone of my flame breath is 15 feet. Let me do some quick math here with my not brain.
Sadly, remember it does hit allies as well.
It does, but you know, I'm just have to, you know, consider how to aim it. It's like a puzzle. Aw.
Does not look like
Puzzle not-
anyone is positioned.
Puzzle not going well.
Yeah, that looks like a very risky shot to make, especially because you
Yeah.
risk hitting Nyx.
Yep. Instead, I'm just gonna do. Who looks the healthiest?
All of us.
No, not from the allies, from the enemies.
This
all
guy
of them.
is untouched.
Yeah.
This guy is untouched. On a scale from 1 to 10, my friend, this guy's fucked. This guy's being made into chop suey by Nyx. And this guy's been split in half by Mordreau, and we just need to split the other half.
Can I get advantage if I stand here? With Nyx there, or do I have to stand here, but I can't stand there?
That position actually is legal for advantage.
Yes, excellent. I learned something looking over my class sheet. Straight.
Yes.
Straight finesse training. Does it work with my gunblade currently?
It does.
Okay, so instead of using strength on my blade, I should have been using dexterity. Good to know. It increases my attack bonus by 3 more than usual.
Oh,
Yeah, that adds a lot.
That's
Yeah.
a lot, yeah.
Make your roll.
I'm gonna attack this dude here. And yeah, this appears from invisibility. Surprise. The gunblade immediately poised to strike in an upward slash with fire and electricity spurring from the materia. As she strikes at the guard. Plus 2 flanking, I guess?
Yep, and even without that +2, that is still a hit.
Nice. Can you put a yellow dot with a 2 on him. Because anyone I hit, they lose resistance by 2 to all my magics.
All right.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah, because of my
That's
other class, which is... where is it? Yeah, now I have spell power. So... any opponent I successfully injured with a melee attack, right?
Yep.
Okay, so that's the Inspell with the materia being used as well. So the materia gains 100 MXP, if I recall correctly, because it's 50 for first time using the materia and 50 for hitting. And I lose my Inspell because it's already been procced. Does this encounter require another Inspell? I'm gonna say no. I think it's fine. Okay, so that's like 11 damage. One of them being electric and the Inspell damage being fire, which is... what Inspell damage? It's like 5 Inspell damage.
Yep. So
I'm
let's
gonna
see.
double check that. Yeah, you can calculate things while I'm like reviewing things, I guess.
All right. Yeah. So I think that. So the 11 from the slash, plus the extra 5 from that spell. That's a total of 16 damage.
Let's see. To max of 5, yeah. So like, no. The spell damage is already applied, so it's only 11.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So with that, we'll bet. I trust that's the end of your turn.
Yes.
So from here, Orlin is going to initiate a full round attack. So first, he's
I
going
don't
to
know
be.
if anybody told you, but Enya, you were given inspiration at like 7:30.
Yeah, I did see. Thank you.
Okay, I didn't know if you saw that or not.
I
Yeah,
whispered
Lil
Scott
Fox
very...
gave it to me.
Yeah, I quietly whispered Scott to not interrupt the conversation.
Let's
Apologies, then.
see.
Oh my god, crit.
I am actually not going to have Orlin confirm that
Okay.
He's
because
not trying to kill him.
yes. So this soldier
Oh, I
falls
see.
down under the hit. Before, as Orlin is spinning to go after this one. Enya, Lillian, get them stabilized as soon as they fall. I don't want these people dying if I can help it.
See.
So from here, Orlin is going to spin around and strike with Venom. Again with a crit.
Christ.
Oh my god!
And he's also not going to be confirming that one. So that is 11 from that. What the?
What the fuck?
Hang on a second.
Orlin, chill the fuck out.
Okay, okay. No,
Okay,
you're...
okay.
I was a little concerned there.
Hey, remember when I joked that because of us dating, you have my crit queen look?
That
I
is-
wasn't kidding.
That is
That
1
is-
in an 8,000 chance, by the way, to get triple crit.
I know. This
This
is
is made out of
game-
some other shit
this
that
is
we
the-
aren't aware of.
This is the kind of luck that I wish for my players, not myself, especially when it comes to what Orlin's trying to do here. So let's see. Fang struck him for a non-confirmed crit, so that's 12. He is to subtract 5 from that. That's still a hit. Okay, so that's 35. So that's an 8.
Also, when you have time, I recommend zooming into the battlefield. It's a bit
Yeah.
far.
There is a reason why I'm zoomed out this far. You will see why in a moment, but for right now, let's see. And because Orlin is in the middle of a full round attack, he is not capable of moving anymore, but these two are now bleeding out on the ground. And that is all Orlin can do. Decian, it is your turn.
Understood. So, considering the other one that's farthest away, I'm gonna go ahead and be responsible. Well, not that one. That one. Shifting down here, I'm going to go ahead and try again. Excuse me. Yeah,
Let's
that's
see. A 10. Let's see. There is. Is that 10 factoring in your base attack bonus?
is a. It's
6
factoring
plus
in
4.
It's attack. It's a factoring in.
Okay, it's already factoring that
The
in. So
3
that
plus-
is a miss.
The 3 from the Dex and the 3 from the BAB. So yeah, no.
All right. Abra.
Yeah. Oh. It seems as if, best for us to get these people down as quickly as possible before they get any more hurt. Walk forward a couple feet. See the one that Mordeaux is dealing with, and... You know what? I think it's best if we just make this as neat and efficient as possible. She'll just, cast a good old arrow at them. 12 beat their touch.
Let's see. A 12 does beat their touch.
Then they will have to make a reflex. They fail. So, they will be taking Squalled as well.
All right, so that just means spoken components and any spells they have to cast are not possible.
They also get a -1 penalty to perception checks based on sound. I think that's it. But it does do a
Alright.
bit of damage to him.
This soldier here is first going to target Mordeaux with his blade. An attempt was made.
Swing and a miss.
This one is going to go after Nyx to try and give them something else to chew on. Keyword is try.
Your arm? I'll bite your arm, sure. Extend it out more.
This one's going to try and make a run at Decian. And giving a twist of its blade, he leaps into the air. Target makes a Fortitude DC saving throw on failure. Ignore the AC on that. This is a special maneuver that he's making.
Oh,
So, make a Fortitude saving throw, Decian. So, this guy leaps into the air, smacks Decian real fucking hard, and knocks him to the ground.
a bit more than knock him to the ground.
Not so much knock him to the ground, knock him into the ground. Nyx, it is your turn.
You know what? I'm sick of this shit. I wish I could split up my attacks, but I do not believe I can do that. because I guarantee you I do not need all my attacks to take this guy out.
When you say split up your attacks, you're talking about using your full barrage attacks against multiple targets?
I'm able to do that if they're within range, but like I'm talking like attack, move, attack. I'm not able to do that.
Are you able to just move and then attack?
I can do that, but I kind of want to finish off the guy in front of me, but at the same time, fucking downed pupper.
I see one way you could do that. It's up to you.
I wish I saw what he saw, because I don't see it.
Go ahead and make your round. I'll point out my idea.
Overall, she's gonna take care of the guy in front of her, because there's no reason not to.
All right. Okay, a 19 hits.
Does that bring him down?
That brings them down.
Then she will hold off her other attacks, so that way she doesn't just decimate the man.
All right, Lillian.
She's gonna use her movement, because I still have movement.
Mhm. Oh.
She's gonna rush down there. Also, my materia is at max experience.
Wait until this particular skirmish ends, and then we'll talk about leveling that up.
Yep, I'll just keep it at 500 till the end of combat.
All right, Lillian. It is your turn.
All
you
right,
now
I'm gonna
have not one, not two, but three. Not one, not two, not three, but four different people bleeding out on the ground right now.
Yes, now if you'll excuse me for a moment, I'm going to take 1 MP point to move myself to a certain location to be closer to Decian, because I'm using that new ability I took, hun, to quietly sneak my way over to him. I'm using
Fancy.
Dimensional Slide. And then, because this motherfucker takes priority, I'm going to... I believe that Dimensional Slide was just a free action, I believe.
That is your shift, yeah.
Shift. So, I have to use the rest of my action casting the thing that's going to give me experience on my material on Decian, because he needs it more than anybody else.
Do you have an ability like Revitalize? Because that's actually going to be a lot more useful than Raise here.
I don't.
Okay. So let's see. Well, technically, this isn't a dead creature, but I'm going based off of the way that this particular phase that Decian is in right now was described to me by Abby. Decian is not actually dead. They are bleeding out. So you can still technically hit them with a healing spell to help stabilize them.
I'm gonna say this as salty as possible. Gosh, I wish I had the new magic I picked up at this new level, but we don't have that yet, do we?
We'll get there soon. We'll get there
Boy,
soon.
that would have
It's
been
okay, I'm
so
in the same
good.
spot.
I'm a little pissed. Okay.
So you do have another way of getting that.
You have told me, but I don't know how to do that yet. Until then,
Not unlocked that mechanic yet.
Rose,
So-
if you'd be so kind to stabilize Decian.
So I'm going to once again call upon Enya's character sheet. Let's see.
Okay, well, if I'm not going to use Raise, I can use a different action.
So Decian gets. So they were at -2. So add 9.
Wait, no, -2. You're right.
So Decian is stabilized but in a prone position. So you do not have to actually make a death saving throw.
Okay. Since I didn't use raise, since that didn't count for anything. Hi! I slid over here because I'm going to reveal myself, and I'm going to fucking throw a blizzard at the bitch that decided to attack Decian.
All right.
You do not get to hurt my friends and willingly get away with it, monsters!
All right. Got 10 damage right here, going out to this guy.
Your advantage is over.
Yep. You are now no longer invisible.
They will also need to make a fortitude save.
Okie doke. Let's see, soldier fortitude, you said?
Yes. Darn. No freeze.
All right. I believe that's all your turn.
Yes.
All right, Morty.
Second verse, same as the first. I bring down the sword. Hiya. don't know if that
Again,
hits or not.
that is not a hit.
Wow.
Damn.
Honestly, Enya could just slide in, boop this guy in the snoot, and it would be a done deal.
Probably.
Oh, it is your turn.
Right. Well, that should also kind of like help stabilize too. I think I can just like stand here. You said like a boop in the snoot is enough, right?
It'd be enough if you want to take this guy down. Alternatively, you can use Cure 1 to stabilize these guys because they are now bleeding out on the ground. And I think
All of them
only
are?
these three, yes, that are on the ground.
I'm going to arrow that one that I've already squalled, so if you want to focus on healing, that might be better.
Okay, that's better then. Okay. I'm gonna cure one. Sorry, which one wasn't? Okay, it's all three of them. I can just start with like the one that got ultra critted, I guess.
Yeah.
Cure one.
Okay. That is enough to put him back into positive health. However, he is going to stay on the ground as he is.
Okay. And which one of these two looks more weak? This one or this one?
This one, and only marginally so.
Damn, okay. I'm going to... Yep, I think I'm going to do this. Hold on, let me find my skill. I have the very cool ability of dual casting now, so I'm gonna use dual cast
Oh!
to get the next cure up.
Res Mage!
I mean, I'm whatchamacallit? I'm the Swiss Army knife of like the class. I have everything.
You really do, though. See, at 4th level, when Vermilion Duelist casts a spell, she may cast another spell as a swift action. However, the spell's effects are halved. They may use this ability up to 3 plus her charisma modifier times a day.
Yeah, that's 7 times.
Okay, so that's 4 rounded down, and this guy still gets stabilized. So he's good. He's good.
I'll have to roll again for cure, so that's half that, so it's 5. I'm guessing.
Yep. All right. Next up, Orlin is going to go from here down to here. Let's see, that's your character sheet. What the fuck is up with these rolls?
Jesus Christ, you gotta stop, man.
No, I don't
I think
you
I
do.
will. So let's see, that's... Let's see, I'm not going to be confirming either one of these, because at normal strength, these are both sufficient. or a takedown. All right. That'll be Orland's turn. Decian.
Orlon's had his Wheaties today. Good God.
No, fear the old man in the profession where the men die young.
That's great.
But I'm straight.
First and foremost,
I'm not.
Let's see. First and foremost. Yeah,
he's gonna be holding his head, but he's gonna get up.
Get there, Decian?
No, not really. So he's going. I'm gonna go ahead and use this. It's a bit far, so it's gonna probably be with a -1 or minus a value, but should still. I'll just take that off because I'm not able to move because I just stood up. So I believe this, if it's outside of range, what's the penalty?
The penalty is disadvantage, so that would be, actually, well, I'm trying to think. If it's even possible.
-2.
Yeah.
Just a -2. Which
That is a hit. So, your shot finds its mark and hits this guy kinda hard. Okay, not kinda hard. Very hard. And he drops to the ground. All right. So, with these 4 down and this guy having withdrawn himself from combat completely, the area is now clear, but a new challenger approaches.
Oh?
It is... Nyx, you have seen warriors like this before. It is a dragoon. And,
Oh.
let me go ahead and whisper something.
Oh boy.
I think for the first time anybody's seen Nyx's composure and paid attention to it. I think this is the first time any of you would see definitive fear in her.
Oh.
Nyx? Who is that?
The one I told you about.
All of you, proceed to the Bull of Embers. I'll deal with them myself.
She's just gonna grit her teeth, but she's gonna just firmly nod and turn around and book it.
Can I give Oron a mage armor as he's passing by?
Go right ahead.
Alrighty, have your +4 AC. Good luck, buddy. We're all rooting for you.
I mean, stares at the at rolls. He'll be fine.
I mean, yeah,
Stay
like
alive.
5 crits in a row, right?
We'll stabilize them later. We need to get going.
I assume open movement at this point. Yeah.
Yes, open movement.
Okay.
Alright.
Lillian is gonna help lift Decian up and get him a little more stabilized.
I'm gonna point to the one that I had controlled and be like, "Heal your buddies."
He is going to do just that, regardless of what's about to happen
boy.
between Orlin and this Viera with the spear.
And yeah, a little help getting Decian up, please.
Of course. Okay. Okay. Up, Desian, up. Come on.
Easy does it.
Wait, come on.
Up.
Let's go. Let's go.
Look, come on. Get a move on. I'm just going to grab both these tokens because it's hard to move them both.
It's teleport. Yeah.
Yeah. Come with me,
Okay.
Rose. There you are.
Let's go ahead and stick yourself around the corner. So,
Yes.
you enter into what looks like a very large canyon. The remains of what looks like ceremonial, almost totem poles, look like they had been ripped out of the ground. Some of them discarded, others removed entirely. But at the far end of the area, you can see two figures. You're a little too far away to be able to make them out effectively. Players, you now have free movement.
All right.
Nyx. Who was that? I didn't get a
okay?
good look.
About that right now.
Oh,
Our
Oh,
target's
God.
right in front of us.
yes, but look who he's conversing with.
So, conversation that you're listening for is happening down here.
Mhm.
Kind of as we approach, I just give our tanks
Whoa, whoa,
the
whoa.
mage armor.
Yes.
Yeah.
Go
I'm
ahead
just gonna nuke
Sorry.
those out of me mana pool
Mhm.
real quick.
Yeah, go
Enjoy
ahead.
your +4s.
Go ahead and make those casts, and
Don't have anything to buff Nyx with, unfortunately. However,
I have a buff, but it's a self buff, and it costs me 1 MP.
I will reapply the funny shared offense before we inevitably go into combat.
But you
You
know,
know what?
Fuck
Fuck it, I'm shifting.
You know what?
I was
Fuck
gonna
it.
wait.
I was gonna save this, but this seems like it's really important. So I'm gonna cast this before battle because
So.
this seems important.
as
Oh.
right now,
wait. Before, okay, after you shift, is it fine for me to disappear you, Nyx?
That is probably a good idea until we actually get into combat.
yeah.
Thoughts
So-
on me disappearing Nyx and also myself, because I kind of want to go into a little bit.
Sure. Go ahead and handle that. So as all
Okay.
these spells are being cast, and
I'm
you
also
are
drinking my ether, by the way.
yeah. So as all these as all this prep is happening, there's a conversation brewing just down here. I'm gonna give you a mulligan on that. You've been having shit rolls with that. You and like half the
Okay.
party.
I'm pretty sure every ether that's ever been drank in this party has been a 1.
Just one
Or
more.
a 2.
We'll at least take the free MP.
Yeah. So
Jesus Christ,
as
I'm
this
ignoring ether.
happens, as this conversation happens, let's see. Don't know why you are insisting on playing that music after I've told you to stop playing. All right. That's more or less fixed. As the group gets closer, there is a conversation happening between the Lalafell you were tracking and another individual.
Oh,
Oh, you.
Magic
What was his name again? Magic Master.
Master.
It would seem that your confidant was taken, and you let this happen. I don't think anyone ever expected those adventurers to be nearly as successful as they were. I'm aware of that, but my judgment stands. You're compromised. Compromised? I've done everything that you asked. Such would have been the conclusion had this been an isolated incident. Yet, that delay that we suffered over in Limsa, Titan wasn't supposed to go down nearly that fast, and our contact there wasn't supposed to be taken down either. I understand that accidents happen, misjudgments are made, but they're getting too close. And if I can't guarantee our operational safety at this time, there's only one way I can move forward with that. With that, Magic Master lifts himself off the ground, floating a few paces over this way. And with a snap of his finger, an entire tower of flame erupts where the Lalafell stands.
Oh.
In case you're wondering, adventurers, I've been aware of your presence since you set foot in these valleys. Make no mistake about it, he says, before giving another snap of his fingers. 3. Oh, I have to highlight several
Quick
objects
Gaga.
here.
Oh boy.
With a shudder of the ground beneath you, these stones explode into what looks like sand. If I wanted to get rid of you right now, I could. But you're simply not worth my time. I have other matters to attend to, and I will not be delayed. This place we stand in, the Bowl of Embers. It has been a time of sacrifice since the 6th Astral Era, and you shall be its latest victims, he says, before pulling out a blood-red orb and letting it float into the air. It wasn't just any materia. A large fireball begins taking shape in the arena before dropping down from it. Looks like a demon that had come from the very pits of hell itself.
Oh, fuck.
That's...
Ifrit, burn them.
Straight. I sent you a whisper a second ago.
Yes. I'm trying to see it. No.
Okay. Got it.
That particular link got severed very early on. So as Ifrit appears, something else appears around all of you as well. Oops, that went to the wrong layer. You are supposed to go to this layer. A large ring of flame envelops the entire area around you, trapping you in this bowl of embers with Ifrit. Players, roll initiative again.
Yeah.
I need to see how long I have available today.
Go ahead and figure that out. If not, we will pick this battle up another time, and we will get to go on to the exciting part next time.
Yeah. Did we want to just take a minute?
Yep.
For you to.
Wow, fuck you too, game. Give me a goddamn 4.
I mean, you're the healer. You want to go last.
I think this is the highest initiative I've ever rolled with Nyx.
I will gladly take the nat 20.
My head hurts.
Hi, Pat.
Any reason why, Bryce?
Care to bleed?
Desian and the no good, very bad day.
You know, we are definitely getting Decian a set of optic sights for his pistols.
Please.
Failing that, we're getting him an aimbot.
But mods aren't allowed in Final Fantasy 14.
If you don't tell Yoshi P, I won't.
Yeah, if we've got a sec, I'm also going to be every enemy mushroom.
Yep.
That, or reminiscent of one of the more recent quest lines. Give Desian the glasses. Because genuinely at this point it don't make no damn sense.
So I did have a quick question straight.
Shoot.
So I know that like my materia technically has not leveled up as of yet. That makes sense. But is it still?
It actually should have leveled up between the last fight and this one.
Oh, okay. So that answers my question straight up. Then never mind. Thank you.
How did it level up already?
Many unarmed attacks with an unarmed attack materia.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so I imagine that this fight is gonna be at least like an hour and a half ish.
Yeah.
Because it's a
So
big fight. Yeah, I do not have that time. Sorry.
It's all right. We can hold for next time.
Cliffhanger!
Big cliffhanger. I want to enjoy it to the max too. I don't want to just
oh,
get
you
trapped
are
in the middle.
in for a treat, madam.
Man, you're scared shitless right now. Shit is like, this is why I don't go adventuring.
I return.
So that is where we are going to leave it today, ladies and gentlemen. We are now
I think it's a really good cliffhanger for next time.
in yeah.
A good call on Nyx on turning into a dragon right now too.
Yeah, so we are going to be picking it up 2 weeks from now, right into the Bowl of Embers, and then into another big moment for the characters. I'm super duper excited for everything that we got coming, and I hope you are all going to be here to see it because it's only going to be happening here on Straight Aura Twitch TV. Once again, thank you all for coming out, and now let us see if we can't find someone to raid out to. But first, while I'm working on that, we need to show you all who's been getting the commendations.
I do have a suggestion once we're done with commendations for who we can raid out to.
I think I know exactly who you're referring to.
Oh, you already knew.
I sadly feel that's inaccurate.
That is very, I mean, I didn't see myself get any, so why not protect?
I see 3 in the chat history. One to Enya, one for Nyx, one for Amber.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, that should not have been the case, but
That is
you said one
To be
for
fair, I already have an inspiration, so I'm more than happy to pass it to somebody else this
Yeah.
time.
so you said one for Enya, one for Abra, and one for who else?
Nyx, so me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Freeway
So I
time.
also have an inspiration from like Lone Fox, so let's give it to Abra.
Phasar, you're being a sweetie pie.
All right.
I think Pizar is beta testing right now, trying to see if the counters go up, which they are not.
That is
And
very
yeah,
weird because
I'm guessing something broke. Yeah.
yeah. Either way, I'm calling it for Abra on this. So
If you give me
I
a
agree
moment,
with that.
Yeah.
what's going on, Bryce?
I'm gonna go ahead and do what I did before and just get a count. If you give me time, I'll get it back to you.
Yeah. I'm surprised. This thing failed the way it did. Not supposed to be doing that, and I was doing everything right. Anyways,
We
Yeah,
can review
technology.
that later.
so players, let us all name our MVP. Let's
I
start
don't
from the
know.
bottom this time. Nyx. Who is your personal comm going to?
Honestly, I gotta say Enya. I feel like Enya put in a lot of work at the beginning there.
All right,
Hmm.
Abby.
Like the merchant deal, as well as the attacking in combat. Like the entire session, I felt like you were strong.
Sorry about that. I just got back.
All right. Now that you're back, Abby, who do you think the MVP for this session was?
I would say Enya.
I'm melting.
All right.
Also,
Versatility in
Abra, you do
combat.
have an inspiration in you as well because you won the commendation for.
Well, thank you.
All right. Next up, Mordro.
Third verse, same as the second and third. Hi, Enya.
All
Hold
right.
on, before we even continue, are we all just gonna pick Enya?
I'm not an adventurer. I'm a merchant.
Lillian. Who
I'm not
gets
gonna-
the comm this time?
I'm not going. Listen, I would love to give it to Enya, but what Decian just pulled off was very cool. I have to give a shout out to that.
The fucking snipe
Enya.
was cool.
Desian did a lot of important work today investigating the building, so I goes to Desian.
All right. Last but not least, Decian.
Oh.
Who do you want to get your
Um,
commendation today?
Considering the coverage of stealth and actually doing quite a bit to support the party, as well as taking care of a lot of the discussions that we had, passing it to Enya.
All right.
For
Enya,
now.
you got the comm today.
But I already have inspiration.
Oh, you already have it?
I already have a hero point.
Oh,
You actually
We're
stack.
given a
Yeah.
They stack.
You can stack hero points.
I think you could have up to 3 total.
Okay. Thank you. I will, if need be, like, can I give my hero point to Desian?
Stop and take it.
Ah!
You have earned this one. Decian will absolutely have more time to do everything that he's doing. And yes, that does mean that I am ready, willing, and able to start tweaking things to make sure that this is working. Because the last thing we need is for Decian to need to get LASIK at some point in the campaign, because this is getting kind of silly. Now, for our raid target. Unless the players have any strong recommendations to the contrary, I think we're going to go ahead and raid Senna.
Yee.
go raid Senna.
That was actually my suggestion.
Good idea.
All
Sensu
right.
bean.
Thank you all for coming out and watching. My name is Straight Aura, and we will all see you later.
Bye-bye.
Later, friends.
Bites the aura, bites the aura, bites the aura, bites the aura. Sorry, dear. Had to get that out.
Alright,
Alright.
and I have to get ready to get going.
Real
It's
quick,
alright, sweetie.
Scott, when do
Mhm.
you want to do things tomorrow?
Hold up,
Hopefully early
hold up,
as
hold up,
possible
hold up.
tomorrow. So
Straight.
Give me just a second.